This is Morning Juice. Sports, insight, and great storytelling. Starring Bobby Carpenter and Jeff Tito Thitoff. It's time to attack and dominate.
Attack and dominate on this Thursday is what we're going to do. It's Tito. It's a Brody Thursday, by the way. Yes. No Bobby Thursday, though. It's my man, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Justin Zwick joins me here. Justin, how are you this morning, buddy?
I'm great. Doing well. Glad to be back in the studio here with you guys.
I was going to make a smart-ass comment to start the show.
Imagine that.
I know. I was going to say you were my favorite Ohio State former quarterback I've ever hosted with.
A list of one.
It is one. That's like I was going to say that. I thought, wait, who else was? I've had Krenzel as a guest.
Krenzel ever
been?
Krenzel
was a guest. I've interviewed Miller. I've interviewed Barrett. I've interviewed Cardale, but I've never hosted with them. And not saying that they're better. No, I'm not going to say that. No, I'm just telling you.
They've never sat here next to you, so that's
for 2 hours.
That's where I'm at.
That right there, dude.
I won.
Jay-Z, you are. By the way, if they had trading cards, you're one of one. That would be huge. How are you today, friend?
Doing good. We got 2 weeks to go, or 1 week to go, I should say. In Columbus. I had my Buckeye show last night, so I'm all Buckeye.
I heard you last night. Yes,
yeah.
I don't know how you do this, but anyway, you were on till 8 last night.
7.
On till 7,
so it's not bad.
And then now you're here.
I slept out in the lobby.
No, that's what I say. You don't. Yeah, you didn't get much sleep. I don't care what people say. It's Michigan week. Okay, it's already Michigan week. I don't care. It's Michigan week. Rutgers is not a threat. It is Michigan week. That's what it is right now.
Yeah, and it's you kind of like last night. I'm like, well, maybe we sit Julian. Like you start thinking about things you can do going into this weekend because it's like, and it's crazy, but it's like almost a guaranteed win, right? I mean, we could probably put our second team out there and start them and go out and win by 20-some points. So it just feels like that. So. It is Michigan week. I mean, just get out of this one as healthy as we can. We got a little banged up last week. Just let everybody be healthy coming out of this one, and then it's go time.
I looked at it, Justin, tonight, and again, the guy's doing okay for himself. I'm not going to say he made a mistake or he's making mistakes, but I wish Ryan Day was more petty. I wish Ryan Day would say, you know what, we're sitting Julian, we're sitting Jeremiah, we are going to sit Tate, and we're still going to win by 50. Yeah. And did it. But he won't do it. I know. But he could sit all those guys and still win this game easily.
I do believe he could. Now, I was thinking about it last night talking. It's like, with the receivers, I don't worry about that as much.
Sure.
But Julian's still only making his, 11th start?
He had a terrible game last week. Only completed 70% of his passes.
Very pedestrian.
73% of his passes. Awful. I know. They really should consider benching him.
Yeah. He needs to sit and think about what he did last week.
If you're going to be 80, be 80. If you're going to be 73,
I think he had, 3 incompletions in a row at one point?
What are we doing? Awful. I know. Seriously.
What are we doing here?
How could you have 3 incompletions in a row when you got backup receivers in there? I don't understand it. Why you're on a swollen ankle.
Yeah. And you're throwing the same balls you have all year long that have been caught on the sideline.
Yes.
So there is a little bit of that. So probably good for him to get some practice with those guys this week. I'm sure he was fine throughout the week. But
I would put him. You know what I would do? If I were Ryan Day, I'd put the black stripe back on.
Until you get back over 80%.
That's the standard.
You set the standard. Yeah.
Look, 83% is going to be your champion grade out now, and you completed 70% of your passes. I think that's probably anyway. Jackets are Toronto tonight at 7 o'clock. Cavs lost 114-104 to the Rockets. OSU women, they won 88-68 over Kent State. Tonight you got Bills Texans. You've also got OSU Western Michigan men's basketball tonight at 8. It's a Brody Thursday. Brody, how the hell are you?
I'm doing all right, Tito. I think there's something wrong with my right contact because it feels like it's catching my eye on fire.
Okay.
So we're going to fight through that for the next 2 hours. But other than that, though, I can't complain.
Other than the YouTube, well, let's do this. Morning Juice sponsored by Riverside Bank in Dublin, Event Risk Leak Protection. And 2 full hours here on YouTube, the Fan app at HD3. You can download the show anytime. Catch us from 10 a.m. to noon on 10 TV Plus. Here, replay of this year's show on the Fan 2, 1460 a.m. from 1 to 3 p.m. If you haven't got enough of Justin Zwick, because he seems like he's always on every single show, he is Austin Ward Light. Also, Bodie, where else can they catch us?
I'm sorry?
Where else can they catch?
Oh, sorry.
When you do your read.
He's over there fixing his contact.
That's fine. Fix your contact. We're on Facebook, also Twitter. Catch all that.
I was just reading
it's
my
okay.
Today in History, getting ready. That's all.
Okay, I know. It's a big deal for you.
I wasn't listening.
I get it. No.
Honest.
Alba Breer will join us at
7:05.
Okay, well,
or 6:40.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We're not sure on this one, right?
He popped
Who
up
knows?
on the screen
He'll
last
pop
week.
up sometime. Contact thing's an excuse. Look,
it's
listen,
really
the
like, I
eyes
feel
are
like
hell
my
long
eyes
way
on
from the heart.
fire.
Okay, it's okay. Take it out. Okay, can you take out the contact and just set it aside and still get home? Okay.
I can. Oh yeah, I'm fine because I
Well,
got
do that.
my. Oh, I
got
kind of
his other one.
Yeah, I got my left one in, and my
Right.
left eye is worse than my right eye. But let me go to the bathroom real quick. Give me
Go
like
do
2
it.
seconds, okay?
Yeah, go do it. Yeah, We'll figure that out. Yeah, so he's got that on the scenario by Tribe Called Quest, never on the left because the right's my good ear. He can take out the left one there if he wants to. I'm curious from you. This time of year, Jay-Z, it's damn near Michigan week. Does your body, do you feel like, honestly, like a shift? Like, okay, it's this week. Does something change within you?
Now that I'm 42 years old, no.
You're an Ohio guy, though, like it's Michigan.
No, I mean that week is a special week. I mean, now it's wrapped into Thanksgiving, which
Sure.
it used to be
It used
different.
to be, right, before-
Yeah, we used to have
before
the Michigan
Thanksgiving,
game, and
yes.
then we'd go home for the
Then Thanksgiving, yeah.
week, which was awesome
Right.
as a player, student. But this week, and it always started. I mean, things have changed so much because it used to be Sunday night.
Right.
Here comes the Bruce.
Yeah.
And here comes the band.
Yeah.
And Bruce is going to get you fired up. And he hates Michigan more than anybody in the entire world could hate Michigan.
Yes.
And he would give the team a speech. So it's like every Sunday after films, like, all right, we know what's happening. The Bruce is coming in tonight. We got the band going. And then it's just the whole week you're doing a bunch of other stuff. I mean, just because there's so much fanfare around the week and the blood drives and going to the hospitals and seeing kids and, just doing all the extra stuff that comes with this, the bigger week. But there's a little bit of a once that clock hits 0 Saturday.
Right.
Yes, it's go time, and it's ratcheted up so much more this year just because the way the last
I know
few years have gone. So back in my day, it was just like, oh, we just beat them on the reg, and that's what we do. And now we got to get back to that.
I'm going to ask you first of all to respect the fact that I'm a lot older than you, and you were. By the way, you're still the Justin Zwick that transferred high schools and went to Ohio State as his top quarterback. So don't say back in my day,
well,
because nope. I'm just telling you that makes me feel older. And every time you say back in my day, every time Justin Zwick says back in my day, I age 7 days. So just stop saying that, please.
Sorry,
no, it's okay. Just nonetheless, I cannot imagine what it's like to be a player prepping for that game and to step on the field, regardless if you're the starter, the backup, whatever.
Just be a part of the rivalry.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
to be a part of that, though, it's like I cannot imagine what it's like to run onto the field for an Ohio State-Michigan game.
My senior day was the 1 versus 2.
Right,
Yeah. I mean, that was, of course, a packed house. You get your senior. I mean, senior day on a Michigan game, there's nothing better. I feel kind of bad for the guys having to go through senior day this weekend, for a Rutgers matchup.
Yes.
It's just not the same, but you just want to make sure you win that last game in the shoe, and that's what it's all about. But, yeah, Michigan is just, the scout team, they'll have the winged helmets, or at least back then they had the winged helmets, and, they would do up the helmets and the jerseys and really, play the part, and it's everything's just a little bit more, and there's a little bit more attention to detail about everything throughout the entire week. So just get through this weekend healthy, unscathed, and then I think Ryan's got something. I hope he has something planned to go up to Ann Arbor and take care of business.
So in the chat, we've got TE13, Buckeye Frank, we've got Seahawks 12th man, also Garen, and I'm also, I'm a fan also. You're a player, I'm a fan. And I'm curious, for me, I've got certain things that I do every year, Michigan week. There's a documentary I watched. It was on HBO years ago about the rivalry. I still watch it every year. It's on YouTube now, but I watch it every single year. I watch old Buckeye games. I have my ringtone for the week is the fight song. It's it's a huge deal for me that Ohio State Michigan week is coming up. Is there anything, because you played in it, I don't know if it's true, is there anything you're you know what, I'm doing it this week. My family, we're doing this week. Are there any rituals, or are you just you know what? I played the game. Go to hell. You have no rituals, right?
No, I don't. I won't do anything.
Okay,
I'm excited about it. I'll watch the game.
Yes.
I'm all about that. I'll be there and I'll watch it. But as far as leading up to, it's kind of business as usual. And also when you former athletes, like I don't really like going to games. Sitting in the stands, listening to all the.
Well, you can't sit in the stands.
I can't do it.
You need to be under center or on the sideline, whatever.
I did it once. I lasted for about a half because I'm like, what are these people don't know what they're talking about? Right. Like, what's going on up here?
I don't think you'd be fun to watch a game with.
No, I'm not. My wife would agree with that.
She's like, because you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, you should have done this.
Like, that guy was open over the middle. The second read was there.
She's like, we got a first down over
here. She's like, oh, no. That's got to be that.
Yeah, he missed a read.
Football players, I'm sure.
So that's just, it's exciting, but there's nothing that will change. I won't break out the winner's manual or anything like that and, get too deep into anything.
Fine. Stevie Wonder's back in the studio. Let's do this date in history.
Time to get smarter. Morning Juice presents Today in History. Here's your professor, Bobby Carpenter.
All right, guys, happy Thursday.
Hello, Bodie.
November 20th of this 2025, the 324th day of the year. Just 41 days, Matthias Farley days left in this 2025.
It's contestant number one's birthday, by the way.
I don't know what that means.
I've been engaged a couple times before we got married.
Okay.
The first one I was engaged to, her birthday's November 20th.
How do you remember that?
Stacy Zwick's birthday is today, my sister.
Nice, okay.
Happy birthday, Stace.
Big day.
By the way, ironically, Stacy, also one was engaged to.
Oh, my God.
Weird.
You got away with
This
names,
is awkward.
Tito.
That's awkward.
Kind of impressive, I guess.
By the way, Stacy's mom?
Got
it going on.
That's fine. Go ahead.
We'll start with some events here, guys. 1789, New Jersey, they become the first state to ratify the Bill of Rights. How about this? In 1820, the whale ship known as the Essex was attacked and sunk by a sperm whale in the southern Pacific. Only 8 of the 20 crewmen survived. 8 of the 20 crewmen eventually survived through cannibalism. Does not sound like a great time. Nevertheless, though, this was inspiration for the novel Moby Dick.
Also inspiration?
So, there you go.
For Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, and others. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Why not?
1866, French inventor Pierre L'Allement. I have no idea if I'm saying that right, but we'll roll with it.
Say it again.
L'Allement, L-A-L-L-E-M-E-N-T. I'm not French, never spoke it, so can't really help you there. But he patents the rotary crank bicycle. That would obviously pave the way for the not having to crank the bicycle. It was better when we got the chain there and whatnot, like it is nowadays. In 1866, Howard University is founded in Washington, D.C. How about this one here? A little sports-ish, if you like cycling. 1902, I'm going to butcher these names as well. George Lefebvre.
Yep.
Brett's brother.
Sure.
And Henry Desengrange, they create the Tour de France race. 1914, the U.S. State Department starts requiring photographs for passports. How about this invention here? I'd argue it's an underrated one. In 1923, Garrett Morgan, the U.S. inventor, patents his traffic signal design that adds a caution between stop and go. That is, of course, the yellow light.
In 1923, Garrett Morgan watched chaos unfold at busy intersections. Cars, horses, and pedestrians all fought for space. Accidents were constant. He designed a new kind of traffic signal, one with a third warning position between stop and go. It gave drivers time to clear the intersection before the light changed. Morgan sold his design to General Electric for $40,000, and it transformed road safety worldwide. But here's the twist. Decades earlier, a different traffic light existed for horse-drawn carriages. Morgan's idea didn't just improve it, it made it work for the age of the automobile.
That yellow light's pretty good one. Pretty necessary one.
When we have a break, go and Google Taxi, comedy series. Taxi, a sitcom. And Yellow Light and Reverend Jim. And you will not be disappointed.
All three of those together?
Yes, just Google that right there. You will see it. Because he says, what does he yell? He's trying to take a driver's test. And he's trying to cheat. And he looks to his friends and say, what does yellow light mean? And the guy says, slow down. He said, okay, what does? And it goes on. It is hysterical.
All right, continuing here with the events. Not maybe a fun one, but I guess in some ways a good one. 1945, the Nuremberg war trials began as 24 Nazi leaders are put on trial for their war crimes there in the Second World War. 1983 in the NFL here, Butch Woolfolk of the New York Giants ties an NFL record 43 rushing attempts in a game. That's a month nowadays for a lot of guys.
Yes, it is.
That is now tied for the second most behind only Jamie Morris. He had 45 in 1988.
Teammate Rob Carpenter.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Morris or Woolfolk?
Woolfolk.
Okay. I figured it was the first one with the Giants there. No idea how they actually kept track of this, but it was on the internet, so it's got to be true, apparently. In 1984, McDonald's makes its 50 billionth hamburger.
That's a bunch of crap. They do that.
1984?
Yeah.
Supposedly, yeah.
They used to
That's what they
how many
say.
millions served or billions. Now it just says billions and billions served, whatever the number is.
I
but-
mean, if that was an 84,
Yes.
50
Yeah.
billionth,
It's
I mean,
a
what, we've
billion.
probably
That's a
quadrupled
trillions?
that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know. Like, I mean, McDonald's, there's only more of them now than back then, right? Like,
Just
Only
count the
more
number of
people
hard
are eating
drives.
McDonald's nowadays.
yeah. So there we go.
Do you guys have a go-to? If you went to McDonald's, I know you said the other day you went the first time.
Yeah, I don't
recently.
eat a lot of fast food.
Right,
but-
you don't need much fast food because you're in shape. And that is Justin, he's in shape too. But if you went to McDonald's and you could order one thing right now, what would it be? Like, what's your go-to McDonald's thing? Oh, just as nothing. It's
French fries.
Breakfast?
That's fine. I don't care.
Or
whatever.
French fries was gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
breakfast.
French
Maybe the
fries.
hotcakes and something. A McGriddle's okay every now and then.
God, that was such a treat. My family was so poor. like seriously, like I think about that. Like what a big deal it was to go to McDonald's when I was a kid. God, my family had no money.
We were a Dairy Queen family back in the
Dairy Queen's
Ville.
fantastic.
DQ was a
DQ. We had the whole
Bonus.
shebang. Yeah, it was
I'd say
great.
Chick-fil-A is
Oh,
my
that's
personal
nowadays
best.
the best, yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
he is. That's fine. He's younger than us, JC.
1985, Microsoft Windows 1.0 was released. I think we're in the double digits now.
I don't. We're in double digits. I
Can't
don't know
keep
how-
up with them.
But
Yeah.
I don't know where we're at, but I
But
did the update.
pretty strong invention
Whatever
there.
it is, yeah.
In 1988, Boston College, they go on the road across the pond, and they beat Army 38-24. That was the first college football game ever played over there in Dublin, Ireland.
The Eagles of Boston College get set to take on the Cadets of Army. And folks, this is the 1000th birthday of the city of Dublin, the millennium, and we're delighted to be here with you.
It was a £2 million spectacular, watched live across America. Over 40,000 people
I can't.
packed into Lansdowne Road for
I can't
over
have
4
British
hours
accents
to watch the
with American
first
football,
ever
dude. I just can't do
college
it.
football game to be
Strange.
played in Europe. In true American style, the ball for the game was delivered from the air.
I mean, no offense, but it's like
The home of Irish rugby had
the
never
same way
seen
for my
anything like it.
football,
It was
I
American
want non-American
razzmatazz in
people
all
doing
its
it.
glory.
Wonder who was on the call for that game.
Britt Moosbuger. Buckeye Frank says McRib. That's his go-to.
Oh, the McRib.
Yeah, is the McRib back?
Oh, it's back.
Dude,
Yeah, my dad just had one,
okay.
and he said it was
Nice.
really good.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
come
gone.
on,
It's here.
man.
It's there.
In 1997 in the NBA, I think this was kind of a controversial thing when it happened, but AC Green of the Mavericks, he breaks the record of
Virgin.
what?
Virgin.
Okay.
He knows he's a virgin. Like he said.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes,
He was a virgin for a long time until he got married.
I didn't
That was his
pick
big
up what
thing.
you were saying until you added some context, but
we go.
now I'm riding
Sorry.
with you there. But
All right.
AC Green of the Dallas Mavericks breaks the record of 907 consecutive games played. Tito, didn't he have some games in there where he basically went in for like a minute and
he
they
did.
subbed him out?
It was not. It wasn't.
I don't
yeah.
know.
That
I don't
wasn't
really
Lou Gehrig-esque.
care that much,
It wasn't
but
Ripken. Well,
it's
Ripken
not.
was a fraud. But go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Hot take.
No, Ripken's
18
a fraud. I've
minutes
said that
into the
before.
show.
Why?
Well, that doesn't mean it's still not a hot take.
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean,
Look,
most people just, when you hear that,
Okay.
like, whoa, what?
okay, let me tell you this.
Cal Ripken?
Okay, Cal Ripken. Can we all agree having a day off once in a while might refresh your body?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. I think Ripken kept the streak going because he wanted to be the guy who broke the record at the expense of the team.
He was still pretty good, though.
He was decent. Yes, he was. But could he have been better? If he took a day off once in a while, could he have been better?
It's impossible to
Hey,
tell. I
Carp's
guess.
Yeah,
not
I mean,
here. Carp's not here.
Is he going to be better Monday when he comes back?
Do you
Yeah,
think
is
he
he-
will?
is he coming back?
You and I both know Carp. Do you think Carp would be in a better spot Monday than he would be on Thursday?
Might be a fair assessment.
Okay, there we go. I'm saying Carp's not selfish. Ripken,
Listen,
Selfish. He's a selfish guy. Playing thousands of games in a row.
all he heard in the back of his mind was you put your gear on.
I understand that.
And then last event here, just a handful, 9 years ago, I guess technically now, Jimmy Johnson, he won his 7th NASCAR Cup Series championship that tied him for most all time with Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt Sr. Some birthdays today. Born in the state in 1866. He is since passed in 1944. Kennesaw Mountain Landis, the Major League Baseball Hall of Famer and the first MLB commissioner from 1920 to 1944.
He blocked having black players in baseball. He blocked it for years.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Maybe we shouldn't have celebrated that one. That's my bad.
I'm just saying it's okay. He came in. They hired him after the Black Sox scandal, with all of that went on, and he did a lot of great things for baseball after that. But yeah, the fact he blocked, but he's like Ripken. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to compare the two of them.
Born on this date in 1925, Robert F. Kennedy, the U.S. Senator, U.S. Attorney General, brother of JFK. He passed. He was assassinated, unfortunately, in 1968. Turning 83 years old today. Happy birthday to him. We'll see if he knows it. The 46th president of the United States, President Joe Biden. Still with us, still hanging around.
You think he woke up this morning saying, I'm 86 today.
Thank God Brody took the heat off me on this one. All the stuff I said and now Brody does that. That's perfect.
It was the first, what was it called? Like Octus something, first president to be at least 80 years old, sitting in office there. A man that, I don't know what the odds would have been for this guy making it to 78, but he's here, as far as I know. Longtime member of the Eagles, the guitarist, singer, songwriter. He had a Maserati, Tito. It went 185.
Yes, he is still there. Yes, Joe Walsh.
But he lost his license, and now he doesn't drive.
Joe Walsh, when the Eagles did because the Eagles broke up the first time, and they said, we'll get back together when hell freezes over.
Well,
then they did the tour. They did like the hell freezes over tour later on. They went to go meet Joe Walsh, and they said, look, we'll do this with you, but you got to be sober. It was Don Henley and Glenn Fry went to meet with him and said, you've got to be sober. And then Joe Walsh at that point realized all the guys he idolized, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, all these guys he idolized growing up
are dead.
He said, and I realized they're all dead. They all died from drug overdose. I've got to clean up. He got sober, did the tour. But yeah, Hell Freezes Over was the tour they did after that. By the way, also, tying it back, contestant number 1, we had tickets to the Eagles concert in Columbus on the Hell Freezes Over tour.
Who's that?
Things went south before we bought tickets. She bought tickets. And I was like, hey, I know we're broken up, but, we still go to the concert.
They're back.
She took somebody else. I never got to see the Eagles.
Hey, when you go to parties sometimes till 4, it's hard to leave when you can't find the door.
But just think things through, guys.
Another birthday in the music world today. Turning 60 years old today is Mike D. D is in Diamond, member of the Beastie Boys here. Born on this date in 1971, turning 54 years old today. Actor and comedian, probably, I think, most famous for his role in Community, the TV sitcom there, is Joel McHale. Turning 50 years old today. One of my, maybe not top of the list, but he's pretty high up amongst my favorite country music artists here. That would be Dierks Bentley.
Now I've got empty many bottles filling both our trays. I'm getting drunk on a plane. Buying drinks for everybody.
Country music as I got older.
Let's go.
It relates so much more as I've gotten older. Look, when I was young, it wasn't. But now as I get older, it's like, I got it.
Yep.
I get it now.
Lyrics, you really appreciate
I get it.
Another country music singer here, turning 48 years old today, is Josh Turner. The two-time NBA All-Star and one-time All-NBA member, turning 44 years old today, Carlos Boozer. Got a couple of phenom freshmen there playing for the Duke Blue Devils.
He does also screw the Cavs.
Twins, right?
Yeah, the Twins.
I think you guys got twins
that,
down there? Yeah.
One of them,
one's really good.
One's okay. Yeah.
No, so it's just packaged.
The other one's like,
Hey, listen, if you're Duke and you're...
you do that, right?
John
Carlos and Cameron, I think. What are the names?
Yes, and I think
Is it not Carlos?
Is it Carlos Jr.? I'm pretty sure it's Cameron. And he's the one that's going to be like a top 5.
He's the
Well,
good
he
one.
owns Carlos, right? Carlos Jr., yes.
It could be. I'm honestly not sure.
I think you're
on that.
right. No, but I'm saying, like, look, never as parents, you don't know this, Brody. Jay-Z and I can talk about this. When you're a parent and it's like, who's your favorite? Oh, no, I love everyone the same. I might love the kid who's going to be the top 5 pick a little more. I'm just saying, I might love that kid a little more.
The other one might be a 4-year guy. And he'll have
That's fine.
He's going to have a degree. He's going to be, I'm going to be proud of him.
He's got his own talent. You're right. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
From Duke. Played for Duke. That's awesome. But you know what? The other guy,
I'm going to go follow him around the
kind of like him a little more.
And then
no one's going to have me on an NBA pregame show to talk about the other guy.
But, yeah.
Go ahead.
Last one here, last birthday here. Turning 42 years old today, the rapper Nevadius Wilburn, also known as Future.
I got rings, I got rings like Serena. All of my rings, I can feel them. Pluto and Jupiter, I go to Venus. I'm fresh out the store, but I'm not out the cleaners.
Never thought somebody would feel older than Jay-Z did earlier, but I do now because I don't know the song.
See, like you said country, you get it now. I don't get any of that now.
Had to make sure.
Back in the day in the locker room, it was
had to
cool.
get the clean version of that one. Moving on to some passings here, guys. Passing away on this date at the age of 81, sadly from leukemia. In 2006, Robert Altman, he was a screenwriter, producer, and director. Some of his movies and shows here, The Player, MASH, and Nashville. Passing away just a handful of years ago on this date in 2019 at the age of 80. Longtime NFL kicker with the Minnesota Vikings. And how about this? The inventor of the Nerf football. That'd be Fred Cox.
No matter how you spell it, Freddie Cox is a football legend. He kicked for Minnesota for 15 seasons and is celebrated as the team's all-time leading scorer and one of the top 50 Vikings ever.
Place kicker Fred Cox scored 121 points, the most points ever scored in the NFL by place kicking.
I'm much better known as a kicker for the Vikings. It's a phenomenon even today, all these years later. How few people know that I invented the Nerf football.
Even fewer know that Cox's journey from kicker to toy king began in a backfield.
Most people don't realize that I was always a running back. I was a 4-year starter in high school. I was a 4-year starter in college at the University of Pittsburgh. And so I was drafted by the Cleveland Browns as a 6th-round draft choice to be the blocking back for Jim Brown.
After aggravating a back injury, head coach Paul Brown asked his new fullback to switch positions and try place kicking. All he had to do was beat out a future Hall of Famer.
I was up against a guy named Luke Rosa, one of the great kickers of all time.
How about that?
The Nerf football.
Here we go.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm going to guess you owned a Nerf football.
Probably a few. The ones with the whistles in them. You remember those?
I don't remember the whistles.
Oh, there's like a whistle in it. So
Yeah.
So you
and then
owned
you
one
had the
too?
vortex. That you
Multiple, yeah.
Yeah.
My dogs ate. My dogs.
Dogs definitely
That was the worst thing.
big fans.
They were the great.
They can
Nerf-
shred those things, too.
I wish we had more Nerf. I wish we had Nerf TVs. Because if my
Nerf
kid gets
everything.
mad and throws something at it and it breaks, it's like,
Protect it.
God, if it was Nerf.
Yeah. Feels like they can make a phone case or something.
They should just, Nerf phone case. Nerf's missing the,
A couple more passings also on this date in 2019, sadly passing away of cancer at the age of 65. Jake Burton Carpenter, no relation to Bobby, I don't think. He was an American snowboarder, founder of Burton Snowboards, one of the inventors of the modern day snowboard. So pretty good job out of him there. And then last passing here on this date in 2023, just a couple years ago at the age of 69. The former baseball relief pitcher. He was a World Series, AL MVP, and AL Cy Young Award winner, all three of those things in 1984 for the Detroit Tigers. A few times making the MLB All-Star team as well in the mid-'80s. That would be Willie Hernandez.
Hernandez was good. 84, he was a monster year that year.
Yeah, World Series winner, won the MVP and the Cy Young Award. That's a heck of a trio there. And then holidays and observances today, guys. It is National Rural Health Day. Not sure what the difference between just regular health and rural health is.
There's
but
a big dude. There's a big difference. You're not probably vaccinated rural.
National Absurdity Day. National Peanut Butter Fudge Day. Not a huge fan of fudge. A little too rich for my tasting. Love peanut butter.
Peanut butter fudge is good.
But
one of them. Give me a little one that Grandma made.
Just real small.
My grandmas are dead though, so I can't do it anymore. But say
May
somebody's
they rest
grandma.
in peace.
Give me Well, yes, but give me a small one that somebody's grandmother made. I'll take it.
And then last one, National Child's Day. What exactly that all entails?
Oh,
That's every hour you have a child.
It's great for the good boozer kid.
The other one, the young one's not going to get the call this morning.
Won't get a call, won't get a card.
Other one's fine. So that's what I got for you guys. November 20th, 2025, the 324th day of the year. Just 41 days left in this year before we flip to 2026.
Shadow of Shoe 10 says Joe Walsh went to Crestview Middle School. That's over on Carl Road. I wonder if that's true. I got to find. Thank you for that. If that's true, that's fine. God, I had something else to say, too, that now it's not going to be so pertinent because I can't remember what I was going to say, but it was really important. Anyway, yes, so we'll find out if he went to Crestview. That would be good for that one.
That's a private school.
What's that?
Nothing. Just maybe a reference.
Cranbrook.
God, there's so much I had to say, too.
That place is awesome, by the way. I've been there.
Have you?
It is a college campus.
Yeah.
Like a beautiful college campus. It made so much more sense to me when I actually showed up on campus there. I was like, oh, I get what the movie is now.
Parents have a real good marriage.
Yeah.
This is something we should probably establish before we go forward. Justin, you are married.
Yes, I am.
High school sweetheart?
No. You know who my high school sweetheart's married to?
God, I hope it's not me.
Marcus Freeman.
Ooh.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Small world.
Small world.
Oh, God, that would be a great segment later on. I got the show sheet laid out now. We got guys coming on. She's married to Marcus Freeman. Okay, are you on good terms?
Oh, yeah. All good.
So Marcus says, hey, I'm in town. Let's go out for dinner. The spouse says you do it.
I mean, I don't think he would, but yeah, I would go. I have no problem with that.
We just got these.
We're all friends.
Dude. Coming up next, Maury Povich joins us. We're going to find out who is the father. No, I'm just kidding about that. That would not happen. But, God, I wish it would. Coming up next, by the way, we're going to talk about this. A guy says he is the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he? We'll do that next. Morning Juice.
Hey, does this sound like you where every step or reach is a reminder that it hurts? The pain is there. A reminder of what you're not able to do, how far you've drifted from that life you used to have and love where you didn't have the pain. Listen, if this is you, if this is a family member, you need to talk to them about it. You need to do what I did and go to QC Kinetics. They've got the answers for you, the relief without the scalpel, without the surgery. At QC Kinetics, they tap into your body's own regenerative power. The damaged tissue, it can be healed by itself. It's not science fiction. It's your body's comeback story. The very cells in your body can help you get healed with no surgery, no pills, no long recovery, just remembering how to move and feel alive again so you can golf, hike, do all the stuff you love to do. So go check them out at qckinetics.com/Columbus or 380-208-4544. They have offices all over Columbus, so be sure to check them out at 380-208-4544.
Hey Columbus, it's Lorenzo Stiles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. It's football season, and just like on the field, success starts with the right game plan and the right team. That's why I'm proud to team up with Monogram Homes. They're the true custom home builder, bringing precision, creativity, and attention to every detail, just like we do on Saturdays. If you're ready to build, don't settle for standard. Go custom. Go Monogram. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
My name is DeMar Hamlin. I played for the Buffalo Bills, and I play safety. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as a national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Get ready for big savings this season at Germain Toyota. Drive home a rugged 2026 Toyota Tundra with 2.99% APR for up to 72 months, plus get $1,000 in customer cash. Or take the wheel of a 2026 Toyota Camry LE. Lease it for just $269 a month for 36 months with 10,000 miles a year and $32.99 due at signing. Whether it's power or performance you're after, Germain Toyota has the deal to get you there in style. Visit Germain Toyota at the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road or online at germaintoyota.net.
One man is a national champion, NFL veteran, and local business leader. The other man is Tito. This is Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
No, Bobby, it's Tito. It's Brody because it's a Brody Thursday. Oh, God, we can't wait for that. But Jay-Z to my left, Justin Zwick. And by the way, folks, just so you know, I take the show seriously. And for content, what I wanted to do today, I wanted to break Justin's left wrist and then see if he could still play quarterback because the Aaron Rodgers thing. But Justin wouldn't do it, which I think is kind of selfish on his part. If you want to make this business, you got to do things for content. That would be great content.
I'm just a fill-in guy. If this is my everyday thing, I'd break that wrist in a heartbeat.
You break the wrist, it could have been. Shedeur Sanders says he believes he is the guy. And I heard something, Justin, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. I have heard, because I listen to other shows, watch other shows, and I think it was Jeff Saturday was on PTI and said that the fact that Shedeur Sanders he's going to start this week, but let's backtrack. He's going to start this week against Vegas. Dylan Gabriel's going to be out. So Shedeur gets a full week with the ones. He got thrown in last week without any work with the ones. Did not play great. 4 of 16, interception. Did not look good in that game. And then I heard Jeff Saturday say it was malpractice on the Browns' part, that Shedeur had no first-team reps all season long, leading to the fact where your backup rookie quarterback could get reps. And he said something that I never thought about, is that when he went up when he got in the huddle, first time with the first-team guys, that's the first time they worked with him, goes to the line to call the play, like to do the whole thing, the snap, everything, and they had never heard his cadence before. How significant is it? Because that sounds like it's a big deal.
It is. And it starts in the huddle. I mean, you're a backup who's been doing practice squad stuff all year long, basically. Probably haven't called a actual play in the huddle, like he had to go into the game and do.
Right.
The center offensive line, the cadence is a big deal because they're always looking for that little extra jump, and if they know what you sound like, how you your rhythm, they're able to get that jump a little bit easier. Mm-hmm. But it's also just, being in the huddle with a guy, just having him around, and it doesn't seem as if he has been around. And, I've seen, a lot of backup quarterbacks, from the league who are, out of it now come out and just say that's how it goes. When you're the backup, you're the backup. When you're the starter, you get all the reps. You get everything during the week because they want you to be as prepared as you can be.
Right.
Now, when you're the Browns, I think once Flacco left, you had to start looking at this a little bit differently. We have a 5'10" guy out here who weighs 200 pounds. What happens if he goes down? Maybe we should get somebody else some reps.
Yes.
I don't understand how the last, Gabriel started, 5-6 weeks now?
Why not?
How are you not at least giving Shedeur some reps throughout practice just in case something like this does happen? Now, he goes in, he doesn't look good, but Gabriel hasn't looked good in 6 games or whatever it has been. He actually had a 25-yard pass downfield that Dylan Gabriel, I haven't seen try and throw one of those across the middle, deep down the field. So it's like, there's something there, maybe. I'm excited to see what he could look like. And at this point in the season for them, why not do it? But yes, I think it is kind of like what were you thinking? You maybe came into the season wanting to, quote unquote, redshirt Shedeur Sanders.
Right.
But you can't. I mean, you got rid of you had 4 quarterbacks. You got rid of 2 of them. You brought in another guy, and it's just like those are your 3 now. So you got to have him ready to go if something were to happen. And I know you can't give him every rep, but you got to be able to give him something. So at least the guys, when they come in the huddle, say, "Oh, hey, we've been in this huddle with you before. Like you've called a play, you've been to the line of scrimmage, made checks, made audibles, had your snap count." Like you would think that they would at least have had him go through something like that.
Yeah, I just look at it. I'm like, business decision. Okay, yes, you want it. Okay, Dylan Gabriel's our number one guy. That's fine. We're going to give number one reps. That's fine. But at some point, you got to say, you know what? Our backup guy, he's not Kirk Cousins. He's not some veteran guy that's been around. Mm-hmm. You know, he's a rookie.
He's our backup.
Yeah. If Dylan has to leave for a play, a series, or maybe the season, whatever it's going to be, at some point we might need this other guy who's never ever taken snaps with our
who we've never given. I mean, anything they've ever said or done, like they've given him no chance.
Yes,
and it's just like they are so sold on Gabriel, and they drafted him earlier. I get that,
right?
But
yeah,
that's just why. Well, I don't understand it. I don't understand anything they do up there.
It will be interesting this week to see what he does after the number one reps. It's a favorable matchup. You get the Raiders on a short week. I know it's on the road, but you're going to Vegas. That may be bad also. God, you put me in Vegas, and I've got to do a show coming up on Monday. Good luck with all of that. But I'm just saying, so he's got but he does have a week of reps with the ones.
And he may go out and look bad.
He might.
But the Browns are bad. So, I mean, it's hard to be a good quarterback in that kind of...
If he goes out and looks bad, though, let's say he goes out and looks bad, people are going to say, oh, look, he had a full week of practice. What happened?
Yeah. All those excuses are going out the window now because, hey, no, he had every rep. He was the starter.
I don't think that there's any way we will know for sure anything about Shedeur Sanders after. Shedeur might go out and look great. He might look terrible. If it looks great, it's like, well...
They didn't know what to do or how to attack him, blah, blah, blah. So
we saw what Dallas did to Vegas.
No matter what happens, either way, good or bad, it's not going to be the finished product. And it is what it is, but you got to give the guy some time. And, I mean, I think they've given Dylan plenty of time. And I haven't seen any real flashes of ooh, yeah, that could be our guy moving forward. So now we're just on to the next one because, you know what? Come April, we're going to have a pretty high draft pick, and we probably are going to want to use that.
You have two first rounders.
Yeah, we're going to want to know what we need, and do we need to go strongly after another quarterback, or do we feel like, one of these guys might get the job done?
The reason why we're not letting Bodie comment here is because if you're not watching, Bodie does have a Shedeur Sanders jersey on, which is kind of awkward for the show. If you are watching, that's all just AI, why he doesn't have it on. Nonetheless, coming up next, we'll do Quick Hitters Morning Juice.
Delaware County Veterans Services, here for those who served. Located on the ground floor of the historic courthouse in downtown Delaware, our team of veteran county veteran service officers is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Need a ride to a VA appointment? Facing a financial emergency? Are you or your spouse simply looking for answers? Then give Delaware County Veterans Services a call. 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment. Delaware County Veterans Services.
Around the world, Children International and friends like you are giving children in poverty a chance to grow and thrive, to be healthy, to succeed in school, and achieve great things. How do we do it? In the best way possible, by helping ensure access to healthcare, nutrition, and educational opportunities. And most importantly, by empowering youths and their families to get out of poverty and into employment through life skills, computer, and job training. The very tools they need to break the cycle of poverty and build futures full of promise. Because every child deserves a chance to realize their full and best potential. Learn more about how Children International is empowering children and families by going to children.org today. That's children.org.
Hey guys, 13-year NFL veteran and Super Bowl champion Jason McCourty here, and I'm an innovation ambassador at FAIR, Food Allergy and Research Education. I would say the most challenging thing as a parent of a kid who has a food allergy is probably the ignorance that I myself had in the beginning. I didn't know what anaphylactic shock was. I didn't know the dangers, let alone the things that she needed to be able to have a normal life. When you go to drop your kid off, and every single time in the beginning, we'd have to go through everything she was allergic to. Preparation is everything. And me, for playing football for 13 years, it was all throughout the course of the week. It's getting ready for game day. When you're on the field, you're playing for your fans. At home, you're playing for your family. My playbook, read labels, keep it allergy friendly, and have an epinephrine nasal spray as a backup plan. Because when my family's safe from food allergens, That's the real victory. Visit foodallergy.org to learn more.
Wrinkles, gray hair, and hearing loss are common signs of getting older. But being short of breath, having tightness in your chest, coughing, and wheezing are not. If you are experiencing these symptoms, you may be one of the millions of people who are living with a condition called COPD but don't know it. Early diagnosis and treatment can add years of better breathing to your life. For more information, talk to your doctor and visit copdfoundation.org today.
If you're looking for the inside scoop on the Buckeyes, you've come to the right place. This is Morning Juice.
Bodie, what's your line? Okay, wait, we just did this. Okay, old woman yells at you in the stands. You get upset.
The
what's
line
your line?
and not
I said she
yelling
was 88. You said no, she was in her 60s. What's your line for yelling at an old lady?
Age-wise?
Yes.
I would say, well, everybody's age is different. For some people,
here we go.
50 is a
No,
young
never
50,
mind. Now, we're
50.
looking at a real answer here.
I would
That's
say
fine.
maybe a 7. There's got to be a 7 in front.
Okay, so if you're a 7, you
And
would
also,
back off.
just the way you handle it. If you're going to have your husband run half a dozen rows down and yell at me in the middle of a play to sit down, I'm going to be pretty pissed off.
Okay, wait.
But
That's what happened?
Yes. But if it was a commercial break and you said, like, hey, like, she kind of, she's at an age where she can't stand up as frequently and whatnot.
Can't really see.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to do
what can we
this.
do?
I know
'Cause,
we're at a game.
Like, and I was there with my mom, and we flipped seats, and then it was fine. Because I'm, a good bit taller than my mom is, and so it was fine. Like, there's a right and wrong way to handle those things. And also, I'm sorry, when you go to a top 20 matchup or
football
whatever
game.
it was, but especially that game, right?
Yeah.
I'm not the jackass who's standing up in the fourth quarter
against Northern Illinois.
Wow.
Let's go.
Bad example.
Well played, Jay-Z. I got you.
I didn't
there.
mean to.
Well done.
I was going to say Navy, but
the former girlfriend, boyfriend of Mrs. Marcus Freeman. Well played by you.
But it's like when I was there last, or whatever, a couple
Like
weekends
it's
ago
Navy.
now, against
Oh, wait.
Navy. Like, I'm not the guy that's like, come on, fans, stand up on third. Like, it's,
Let's
it's
hear
35
ya.
to
It's
7.
35-7.
Yeah,
Come on.
like, I'll relax at that point. But it was literally first quarter, couldn't have been 5 minutes into the game of the biggest, or the second biggest, I guess, behind USC home game of the season. Like, come on.
All right. Here's my question, though. So you were down, they were up.
Correct.
Okay.
A good bit higher up, too, if I'm just.
How old was she probably?
I would say mid to late 60s.
Okay. And you said her husband, you said this is your words, ran down a dozen sections.
Not a dozen sections.
Rows. I'm sorry, a dozen rows.
It was definitely multiple rows.
Was
Somewhere
it a
in the,
dozen?
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like okay, I'm thinking to myself.
We'll call it 6 to 8.
Okay. So we're saying a 60-plus-year-old man.
Roughly.
Okay. Ran down 6 to 8 rows.
Well, he was behind me, so I guess I can't say he for sure
so
ran down.
I'm
But
thinking
it was
he
I
held the
turned
rail and
around,
walking.
and his like mannerism with his body was that of like somebody who was like freaking out. And I'm like, dude, you got to first off relax. Let's just all take a breath.
Did you say step off?
I don't even think I said anything at first because I was so caught off
I looked at him like, what's going on right now?
It was in the dead middle of a play,
Right.
too. Like, it wasn't, like I said, not commercial break or anything. It was the middle of a play. It was right after, if anybody cares to remember what
Let's do
happened
it.
in the game, it was a punt block for a touchdown.
Okay.
And A&M came back out on the next drive, and that's like when it was.
Okay.
And it was like you need to sit down. And I was like, well, sir, Bobby Carpenter once said, I own this seat from here to the sky. And if you don't like it, you can stay home.
Couple things here, because I just want to get the full picture. Did you say sir?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you didn't say sir.
I turned around.
Did you drop something else?
No, I didn't say any
In
bad
lieu
words.
of sir.
I turned around, looked at him, tried to like gather my bearings a little bit to figure out what was happening.
What's happening right now?
And then kind of looked at both of them and said, you can stand up. And I was not super nice about it.
Okay, that's okay. No, I just want to get the full picture.
Get
because
your walk around and stand up, old man.
We had a 70-year-old man
I
running down
matched her
12
energy.
steps, and I didn't know 12 sections, 12 rows.
He
I
may have
didn't
been out of breath.
That's all I want to make sure of. Yeah. Was his oxygen machine being behind him or was it in front of him when you told him?
Listen, man.
His nurse was still up in
Yes, was it?
I'm
in his
not
row.
out there trying to fight people, but
You would.
if you bring the fight to me,
Come
I
on.
defend myself.
That's
like,
right.
Bobby, I love you. Let's do
Not
some
gonna
quick
sit
hitters.
down.
I know you're not.
Morning Juice presents Quick Hitters.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy today at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
Made a mistake there, Brody.
Maybe if she stood up and yelled a little louder, they wouldn't have scored on that last play.
You're right.
Yeah, man. It
Tell
might be her
Justin.
fault.
I'm just
He will
throwing it
tell
out
you,
there. Like,
if the 70-year-old woman's yelling in the stands, Justin's like, you know what? I need
one
a
more
touchdown
person.
pass.
That's
here.
right. Yeah.
I need something.
Gotta get it done for her.
and I wouldn't have to hear Miami fans crying every week
Phil
about the
J.
rankings.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. That's
Yes.
you. I got you, bud.
Amen, brother.
Biddy.
All right, guys, we'll start with some college football here amid some rumors and speculation that he could be on his way out of Austin this offseason. Steve Sarkisian gave his best DiCaprio Wolf of Wall Street impression yesterday. He told the media, I'm not effing leaving. No, he didn't say that. He said, I'm not going anywhere. Sark continued calling the rumors absolutely false and untrue. The fifth-year Longhorns head coach said he normally doesn't address rumors like that about his future, but he felt the need to because of the importance to both his team and the university. He had to say, quote, if you have a question about my future, call me or call Chris Del Conte, our athletic director, and we can set the record straight for you. Tito seems pretty straightforward here. There were some rumors he could be checking out the NFL. Can't imagine he'd leave Texas for another college job, but it sounds like at least through next season, Sark's going to still be there in Austin.
There's one person I trust in college football, one coach, and it's
Marcus
Ryan Day.
Freeman.
No, not even. Okay, fine, two because you're here. Marcus Freeman. If Big Mo was here, I would say just one, but we'll take two. I don't. Ever since Saban said I'm not leaving for the LSU job, and then went to Miami,
I'm not
whatever.
going to be the coach at Alabama.
That's yes, all that stuff, and I don't trust any coaches, and I don't blame them. You cannot be honest in this world anymore as a college football head coach. You can't, NFL, you can't be honest because Lane Kiffin and Ron say, you know what? I'm kind of looking around. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go to Florida. Maybe I'll go to LSU. Maybe I'll stay here. I'm not sure. He can't say that. Why? Because all these guys that he's recruiting and on his team right now are believing that he's there for the long haul. And
well,
so,
I don't know if all of those players believe
maybe
that.
not. But I'm
I
just
think
saying,
the Ole Miss running back had something to say about that.
yes, he did. But I'm just saying, like, you can't be transparent because of the repercussion from it. So the best thing to say is, I would either say nothing, which Kiffin has said really nothing and is getting ripped for it, and the speculation even more because he's not saying I am an Ole Miss guy. So it doesn't surprise me Sark said this, but I also don't believe it. He might stay. He might go.
The thing is, he probably has no plan right now.
Right.
Well, yeah, so it's easy for him to be like, I'm not going anywhere because we're still in the season and I'm going to make the playoff. I got some games to go.
But if the Dolphins call you
but all of a sudden,
in 2 weeks,
exactly.
But it's the Rihanna joke. I have no interest in ever dating Rihanna. I'm telling you guys both right now, I will not date Rihanna. I don't have any desire to date Rihanna.
No?
By the way, if I get a text during the show, Rihanna's like, hey,
what's up?
What's up? I'm going to respond.
I'm outside.
Hey, how you doing? I'm going to do it. Okay,
who's
but I'm telling you
this?
both right now, I have no desire. There's no. I really have not thought
You wouldn't
once.
do it, yeah.
I have not thought once about dating Rihanna. Okay, I'm telling you both that right now.
Yeah, it's a messy situation. Not necessarily for Sark,
me,
just
Rihanna?
for these guys. No,
Well,
I guess
that would
could
be a little messy too.
Rihanna,
Yeah.
if you're listening,
But
I
it's
don't-
just like, I don't really know what these guys can say. And then you look at poor Ole Miss, and it's like...
Yeah, they finally felt like they had something going, and they had, their program's kind of on the rise.
Especially
and
at least this year.
Now we're starting
like,
over.
Do I think Ole Miss is going to become a regular national title contender if Lane Kiffin stays? Maybe not, but they're not terribly far off from that. And if he does end up leaving, which I think still is a pretty big question mark, is that going to impact their playoff rankings? I mean, we saw a few years ago, and granted, 4 teams versus 12 is way different, but we saw whatever it was, I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Florida State, they flat out left them out because Travis,
quarterback,
Jordan Travis got hurt. I was going to say
Travis,
Travis Hunter. I was like, that's
Yeah,
not
that's
right.
it,
But
man.
Jordan Travis snaps his ankle in two, unfortunately, and they were a completely different team. I don't know if that was right or wrong because they went 13-0 and still maybe deserved a spot in the 4-team field. And obviously, they would have gotten into the 12-team field. But do you guys think, this is going off topic here a little bit, but do you guys think that's something that the committee could factor into the rankings? Obviously, they could.
lose the Egg Bowl.
Should they? Will they? Let's say they win, though. They're 11-1, don't play for the SEC title.
Yep.
They absolutely should be in the field. I think they still would be.
Yep, me too.
Do you think they could drop from, we'll say, a 6th ranking to an 8th ranking, which obviously could be, or I guess they'd have to drop to 9 to be on the road, but.
They could drop, yes. I do think they could drop. They won't drop out.
No question.
If they lost,
and they shouldn't.
If they lost the Egg Bowl and the Kiffin thing happened,
and he left,
but I don't think they would.
They could, that could be something though that it's like, could that open the door for a 10-2 Miami,
right? I know.
Or a 9-3 Texas if they were to win their last 2 games? I know they should win this week.
So you're thinking Lane would leave before the playoffs? Is it, in this scenario?
They might say you're out.
It's a question,
because they want to
know. Yeah, they need to know what's going on, so they have their future in place. But
I don't think they can handle the truth. But I'm just saying, like, if Lane though
may not be able to.
If Lane says, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not going to commit to this, I could see my Ole Miss saying, Ole Miss would be stupid to do it though, because Ole Miss is
they
Ole
don't
Miss.
have any leverage in this.
They really
don't.
It's
Like I don't blame them for wanting an ultimatum, and they should they should have the right to say, like, dude, are you going to coach here next year or not?
Right.
Especially nowadays, you got to make up next year's roster basically in December. Which
You
is
do, because the damn
stupid way how the
yes.
schedule is, but it is what it is. But so I don't blame them for being in that position, but they have no leverage in this. They want Lane Kiffin back or to stay, and so
they don't want to have to do this all over again.
Yeah,
go find
they
a
don't
new
want to have to
coach,
try to find a new coach.
Because
then Kiffin's the best coach they've had there, and
I mean,
decades.
We've
honestly,
seen it's been a day, but Franklin has been pulling guys in from Penn State class. I mean, I feel like guys would follow Lane.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. Like
sure.
I feel like
To go
there's certain coaches
LSU or
who
Florida,
get these commits, and they're like, all right, well, I'm leaving. Why don't you come with me? You know, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm here for you, coach. Let's go.
Yeah. If I were a reporter, though, the question would be like, if you're offered the same amount of money at Ole Miss, LSU, and Florida,
where would you go?
Where would you go? He might not answer it. I'm not going to do this right now. But by the way, just to clear things up, the Rihanna argument also applies to Oprah and Mariah Carey. Okay. I don't want to do either one of them. I'm just saying that she's on fire. But if well,
she was on fire.
Embering now, but whatever. I'm saying that it's just I'm letting everyone know, if you're listening out there, Mariah or Oprah, the same thing applies to you. I don't want to date you. I have no interest.
All right. It's good to get that on the record.
That one caught me off guard a little bit.
That's okay. Sorry. It happens on Twitter. But yeah, so I think that the Lane Kiffin thing, though, and we won't get it on. If I asked him that in the press conference, I would not believe what he said.
Yeah.
If he said,
he did do an interview with, I think it was Ross Dellinger of Yahoo Sports. I think if I'm right on that, but regardless, one of the things he said in that interview, though, and I'm not saying he would work for $2 million a year, but he's like, I'm not even worried about my salary. I'm worried about NIL.
Right, NIL, assistant coach.
That's all college football is nowadays.
Yeah.
How much money are you putting towards my roster?
Which is what Vatek is doing. Vatek said they're committing a lot of money to it.
Yeah. And I mean, traditionally, obviously, you'd look at it and be like, well, of course LSU and Florida are better jobs than Ole Miss.
But why?
But if their NIL situation today is, we'll just say in the ballpark, I have to imagine it's pretty good. They've been really strong the last few years. That ain't a cheap roster, that's for sure.
No.
And so that could be obviously the thing that keeps them there at the Grove.
Yeah, I just know, out of those three, like, I know historically Florida and LSU, but what have they done?
LSU in particular,
LSU's been better, I guess.
Florida,
but
I mean, Bobby's hammered that point home a lot.
What have they done
It's
since
been
Urban left there? It's been a long time since they've been any
coaches.
good.
I mean, I think we went through it the other day, Tito. What was it, 4 or 5 coaches since then now?
Yeah, so there's something to that. If you're a coach saying, like, all right, well, I'm looking at this place. How many coaches have they had in the last 15 years? Wow, 5?
Yeah.
I don't want to go be a part of that.
I don't want to be 6th.
Exactly.
On the way to 7th.
Buckeye Frank said, how about J-Lo? Okay, fine, J-Lo as well.
Yeah, I guess
I wouldn't touch J-Lo with a 10-foot stick.
Yeah.
Hold on, she just hit me.
Okay, and I would also say Pamela Anderson would still be okay by me. I think Madonna would be where I draw the line. I'm not going to mess with Madonna. So there, Madonna. If you're listening,
take that, Madonna.
That one's for real.
That one is for shizzle. Coming up next, we will have Albert Breer joining us. I think next. We'll see if he pops. I don't know if you get a text from Bobby or not.
I did not know.
Okay, we assume Albert Breer is next. If not, then we'll just tell great stories. That's next. Morning Juice.
We got a higher home appraisal after we put away our African art and family photos.
Has this happened to you because of race or national origin? Contact HUD at hud.gov/fair housing. A message from HUD and the National Fair Housing Alliance.
I always tell people I was the luckiest guy in the world. I wanted to be an Army man or a fireman, and I got to do both. As a firefighter, my job was about saving lives. I never thought one day I would be fighting for mine.
After spending his career answering the call to save others, Ken was diagnosed with ALS. Now he's facing his biggest battle, for more time. For 70 years, Muscular Dystrophy Association has been answering the call to help people live longer and more independent lives.
MDA means to me hope.
MDA is leading the way for people living with ALS, muscular dystrophy, and other neuromuscular diseases by accelerating research, advancing care, and advocating to empower families like Ken's.
I wouldn't be living as good of a life with ALS if it wasn't for MDA. MDA is helping people live stronger and love longer. Learn more at mda.org today.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
While serving in Vietnam, a grenade took my ability to see. Today, I'm a sculptor. Now, my fingers are my eyes. I'm Michael Naranjo. As a veteran, I know the challenges of life can be great. In my art, turning a lump of clay into something beautiful, that is worth doing. Life is like that. We each must use what we can to make things better.
DAV helps veterans like Michael get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year in life-changing ways.
Now, I show others how they can create something with their own hands. I know it can do a lot of good. With support from DAV, more veterans can shape their lives into a thing of beauty. My victory is bringing beauty into the world.
Michael Naranjo, may your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Okay, let's go. Top row.
EYECARE.
Good. Next row.
AM America? iCareAmerica.org?
Yes. Eye Care America helps seniors who haven't had a medical eye exam in 3 or more years. They also help those with an increased risk for glaucoma, and the appointment is often free or at no out-of-pocket cost. It's easy to see if you qualify. Go to EYECareAmerica.org.
Proud to be your go-to sports addiction.
WBNS, WBNS-FM, HD3 Columbus.
The Fan 3, Ohio sports destination. Attack and dominate. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
It's not Bobby and Tito. It is Brody, because it's a Brody Thursday. And it is Tito. It's Justin Zwick to my left. And I asked, we'll get Albert Breer on here shortly. By the way, the next segment after this, we'll have the NFL picks and Ya Highness, and then we'll do what's got us juiced. So it's like we're on cruise control now. It's past Coaster Bob time for the day.
I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, God.
I might as well just leave now.
You know what?
Just
by the
get
way,
up and walk out.
I'm going to say this publicly. Everyone, just so you know, we know one of our most popular segments is Today in History. People love that. Usually Bobby does that. Bobby preps for it and then sends Brody his list of, it's the sound I need, and then Brody puts it together. Tomorrow, in a rare occurrence, what's the rare blood?
That's O, right?
Like O? Yeah, the type
O
you mean?
negative?
Yeah.
Is O positive or O? What's the rare blood?
I think
rarest type of blood.
I think O.
God,
well,
the fact that I
quick
didn't know
Google
it.
search from Medical News today
please, go
says
ahead.
of the 8 main blood types,
I'm
did
seeing
not know there was
AB.
8. It says AB minus.
Okay,
Or
AB
negative.
minus. That's what
Negative.
John Hicks told us in
Is
the
the
chat.
least common.
John Hicks better than Google. Thank you, John, for chiming in. Anyway, tomorrow's an AB positive day because we have both Brody, AB negative. Fine. God.
What'd John say?
John said AB negative. He did say AB negative. I said it the wrong way.
Just checking.
Brody's off. Carp's off. We've got Austin Ward and Big Mo in. Nonetheless, the whole point of this was not to know, but now we all know about the rare blood types. But
Tiger blood.
Tiger blood. That's what Patrick says. He's an Irish guy. He's your Notre Dame guy. Whatever. Anyway, disrupting the show. It's so because at Today in History now, I'm going to do it. I said I'll do it. I'll do Today in History. I'll knock out quick hitters, all of that. Yesterday, Justin, Brody went through and did Today in History for me for Friday, which was awesome. It saved
so you don't
me.
even have to do it.
No, it's like he sent it to me, so all I do is read it. I got a Ron Burgundy. It's all I do. I'm just like, hey, you know what I mean?
Put it on the teleprompter. He'll
I'm
read
going to tell you right now, though.
Yeah.
Now that you mention that, I do have to read through it once. Because I will say something. I'll go F yourself, Columbus. and Brody will do that. That's fine. But anyway, AB negative is the blood. Tomorrow is an AB negative show, but please tune in. Love all the chatters. We'll
So
get
what's the most universal blood type? AB positive?
I don't know what the now we're gonna
Yeah,
okay
sorry.
chatters. Okay, John Hicks, tell us what's the universal blood. I think I'm O positive. Do you guys know your blood types?
Well, that's why I was just because with the whole Mangold thing, it made me start thinking about like, well, what's my blood type?
You don't know what it is?
Because he was O. I think I'm AB positive. Is that
Brody?
even a thing?
I have no idea. Yeah,
No
I'm not
idea.
sure what mine is. Quick Google search says O negative is the universal donor.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Hicks said O positive, but okay, that's fine.
Okay. O something.
Do you know?
O
I
plus
want to
or
know. Does
minus.
anybody know? O negative? No. Robert L says O negative. John Hicks said O positive. O something. I think I'm O positive. And the only way I know that is because I'm trying to mentally remember my military ID on the back. It says what my blood type is, and I think it did say O positive. Other than that, I would not know what it is.
I've never given blood, so I never.
I have given blood, but I don't.
Are you looking up something? You have
Well, I
something
didn't know if it was on my ID.
Something on your ID.
Because I think I'm an organ donor.
Well, yeah, an organ donor,
So
but
you got to know what your blood type is.
well, no, they have to know. You don't have to know.
Well, I thought it might
You'll
be on
dead.
here, though, telling
Look,
you
if you're an organ donor, I know you're going to say,
Pop up real quick. Yeah, I'm AB positive.
Hey,
Here you
guys,
go.
AB positive over here.
what are you?
Get it tattooed across your chest like a DNR.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a small on my back. Anyway, I am O
course you do.
positive. I don't know. Do you know? That'd be your poll question there, Brody. Do you know what your blood type is? I wonder if people do know that.
Yes, no. I would guess it's probably about 50-50.
You think so? I think it's less than 50-50. I think most people don't know. I think more
Yeah,
people,
you know what, you're
we're sitting in
right.
this room
It's
right
one of those
now.
things that, like,
one of the three of us
nobody
only
pays
knows
attention
it.
to.
And I only know it
Fair
because of
call.
the military ID.
I'd say probably about maybe 35% of people know. About
know
a third.
what their
know
blood type
what it is.
Yes.
Other
You
than
went,
red.
if you asked 3 people, 2 would not know
Okay.
on average.
Let me ask you this. If we went out on the street right now and interviewed 100 people, how many would be smart-ass, say tiger blood or red or so? Like, I think their first answer would be something of a smart-ass
Maybe
thing.
about 30%.
I think we'll be like, oh, what's my blood type? You know what I mean? You want to find out?
Depends on where you go and what time. If you went to High Street about 3 hours ago, yeah, probably a lot more.
That's true.
Yeah.
But if you walked in
all
just
kinds of
like,
tiger blood down
if
there.
you waited till 4 o'clock this afternoon and walked in a Kroger, I don't know that you get a lot of smart Alex there.
You said smart Alex. I meant smart ass.
That's
Get a lot of strange
do it, though.
looks.
We had the thing yesterday where I told you to say something on the air and you said I should have said it, and so did Bobby.
You would have been fine.
But I'm saying, but you will say smart ass. You'll say smart
Well,
Alex.
I don't know. Guess not.
He was raised right.
He was raised right. That's fine. No offense, mom and dad. Mom, stepdad, dad. Anyway, Bodie asked you about this earlier in the break. Would you be okay with Dallas drafting Jeremiah Love?
Not only would I be okay with it, Tito, I would, pun intended, love it. Now, not going to help the defense a lot, probably
Right.
there, but listen, man, let's be honest. That team, I could love them till the day I die, but I've been watching a Jerry Jones-led franchise for a long time now, Tito, and my confidence in anything in January or even, dare I say, February ever happening for that franchise ever again just is kind of gone out the window for me. So I'm just going to root for my own personal happiness
There
and
you
the
go.
thought
That's all
of
you
Dak handing it off to Jeremiah Love and then next play action to George Pickens or CD over the top. Sounds like fun. We'll
Did
score
you
a
become
lot.
a Cowboys fan when they were winning all the Super Bowls, or were you not born
So
yet?
I was born
There
in
we go.
August of '96, which
Okay.
would have been about 7-8 months after Barry Switzer led him to that third Super Bowl title in 4 years.
See, that's when
And
I was a
since
Cowboys
then-
fan back when
Okay.
I was younger.
Since then, I've got to see him win all of, I believe, 4 playoff wins.
There you
There
go.
might be a 5th one
All
in
right.
there. We're almost on to the second hand if you start counting them up.
Hey, I'm a Browns fan, so you got me on that. I can't say anything.
All right, let's go now to Albert Breer, MMQB's Albert Breer, joining us here on Morning Juice. Albert, good morning. And I'm curious, you look too good to have worked out today. Have you worked out today yet or not?
No, I did. I went for a run. I can. I'm dressed a little differently right now because it's. I think it's probably winter there too, right? Like it is suddenly winter here. Yeah, like I walk out. You know, it's kind of jarring the first time you walk outside and you see the puddles. in your driveway or in your yard or frozen over. So I had that this morning.
How many miles you get in this morning?
I got 4 in. I feel like I probably look a little bit better because I'm sweating a little bit less because it's so freaking cold out.
The fact just national miles you did, and the number was 4, and Justin's in great shape. And wait, is that a trade? Is that a move?
No.
Is that something?
You got breaking news?
That's me getting instructions on my wife on all the things I have to do after school today.
This is a grocery store list.
Albert, I like the transparency.
I need very specific instructions. So
don't we all?
I'm my wife's 4th child.
Look, I like the transparency. I don't like the honesty. I got a text last night from my wife. Order this from the Chinese place. I'm like, why don't you just call an order? She said, no, just show them the text. I said, it might be wrong. I said, I'll send them the text.
Yeah.
But I said, why don't you just do it? But yes, I'm my wife's child as well. That's absolutely true, Albert. I appreciate that. But I wish you would have said to us, oh, wait, there's something big happening, but I can't report it. That's okay, though. We won't do that now. The situation with Cleveland now, and Shedeur Sanders got into the game last week, did not do great. But also, I had heard that the fact that he had never had reps with the ones was also maybe playing into it. Do you think, and I think it was Jeff Saturday said that he called it malpractice on the Browns' part. Should Shedeur have had reps with the ones before Sunday?
Maybe, but I think the way that the Browns did it is basically standard operating procedure. I'm not gonna. I mean, I've known Jeff a long time. He's very, very smart. Way smarter than me than when it comes to football. And so, I wouldn't argue whatever point he's trying to make. That said, if you want to say it's malpractice, then I think that's a philosophical thing. Jeff played in an era that was a little different than this one. There are so many limits on what teams can do from a practice standpoint now, right down to how much time they can spend out there, what they can do in pads versus not in pads, all that different stuff. Every practice rep is more valuable than it's ever been before because you just don't get as many of them, So, if we're talking about it being malpractice, then I think it's more of a philosophical decision or a philosophical thing on how you prepare your backups, how much time you invest in your backups versus what you do with your starters. Because the reality is, there are 11 guys out there that have to function as one every Sunday. And so, yeah, of course, you're going to use every opportunity you can to get all of those guys work. And every rep that you take away from every rep that you give to a backup, you're taking away from your starter. And you're taking away from the other, when it's the quarterback, the other 10 guys, you're taking away from the other 10 guys work with their starting quarterback, So, I don't want to argue with Jeff. Most NFL people I've talked to say this isn't unusual at all. And I mean, look, part of the deal here too is he hasn't gotten first team reps since he got there. Well, yeah, he was 4th string until week 1, right? I think. And then he was 3rd string until Joe Flacco was traded and whenever that was. I think that was October 25th. And the 3rd string guy's never going to get first team reps. So what are we talking about then? We're really talking about the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Staying on that same subject, it doesn't feel like Cleveland. Yeah, I understand you got 2 rookie quarterbacks, you got 1 starting, you want to give him all the reps. I totally understand that. Is there anything Shedeur can do going into this Vegas game to maybe flip that script where he does get a look, or is it, hey, once Dylan's back healthy from concussion protocol, he's going to be our starter again?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if he looks good and they find a way that they can get him in a rhythm and get him playing and, at a higher level than they thought he was capable of, then I think you definitely look at that. There's no question. I mean, I think that's sort of the way these things go sometimes is you might have a backup who you look at and you say, okay, he hasn't really earned the opportunity. So we're going to continue to go with the guy who's shown in practice that he's our best option. But then the lights come on and, the other guy is better. And it's okay, like maybe this guy just performs better in game situations versus practice situations, or maybe we need to call the offense a certain way we didn't want to call it, but we know now like that this works for this guy, and we see that it works for the other guys in the field too. So like, let's just roll with it. Like I certainly think that this creates an opportunity. This is the way a lot of guys' opportunities are created in the NFL, like that's not uncommon. That's how Tom Brady got in the lineup in New England 25 years ago. Is like Tom Brady was, no matter what type of revisionist history you hear, like Tom Brady was not going into the lineup that year. That was Drew Bledsoe's team, and he gets hurt and he plays, a month and a half before Bledsoe's ready to go back in there, and Bledsoe's job's not waiting for him anymore, So these things can happen. And I certainly think there's, a scenario where they put together a game plan for Shedeur Sanders, and he looks pretty good, and they want to see more, and then they roll with it. The other scenario, of course, would be there's more of what we saw on Sunday, in which case they go back to Dylan Gabriel.
Albert Breer joins us, MMQBs. By the way, Justin, Albert and I have combined to run 4 miles this morning. We're team effort there. That's fine. Albert, the Giants' job, the Titans' job, which job is more attractive?
I'd say the Giants' job, just because there are more pieces in place, and it's a Tiffany franchise. You know what I mean? Like when you talk about the franchises in all sports, like the Giants are one of the flagships for the league. There's no question that like there's a little of something extra that comes with coaching in a place like that, and the talent on hand. Like I really feel like you've got like 6 or 7 at least like real building blocks in New York. If you look down the list of players there, and you say, okay, who could be here in 3 or 4 years still? Jackson Dart's on that list. Andrew Thomas is on that list. Cam Scatterbo is on that list. Malik Neighbors is on that list. Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter. I mean, how many guys would be on that list for the Titans? Like Cam Wharton, that's it, maybe. I mean, Jeffrey Simmons is a great player. He's a little older. So, the Giants are further along. The Giants have, again, like that whole lure of being a flagship franchise. The Giants have much more stable, proven, and patient ownership. I think it's the Giants, and I like the front office guys in Tennessee, and I think they're going to do a good job. But if you're going on track record, just as far as like what you're going to be walking into, it's not even close.
How much does that change for you when you have like regime changes, because you've got your sources, your contacts, guys you develop things with, and then when there's a sudden change, like with a head coaching situation or a GM, like in Miami, how much does that adjust what you do or adapt what you have to do as a job?
Well, it's my job to know the people who are coming in too. You know what I mean? Like I think that's the mistake that people make sometimes, is like they think that these like guys land in head coaching and GM jobs, and then all of a sudden I call them up one day and I have a relationship with them. That's not the way it works. I work hard to try to know as many people down the line as possible. And so, I do a GM list every year, for example, right? Like, and I've been doing that for almost 20 years now. And it like began as Thomas Dimitroff, who was the GM of the Falcons. He just got the job there in 2008. I was in New England with him before that. And he said, hey, no one does a future GMs list. Everybody does these future coaches lists. You should do a future GMs list. And, I'm glad I started doing it, because it became like this great exercise for me to figure out who is who. You know what I mean? Like figure out the structure of certain organizations and then get to know these guys. You know what I mean? Like the same way I would get to know, all right, like there's this offensive coordinator who's done a really nice job. I want to get to know him. Or there's a quarterback's coach or a linebacker's coach in this spot or this spot, and I need to get to know him. Like I know what you're saying, Tito, like that. It sounds like, oh, well, I got to start over again. Well, that's not really the way I view it. Like the way I view it is I should know who that guy, I should know the guy who's coming into that job. And it's not perfect. It doesn't work that way every time, but I work really hard to try and make sure that whoever's going to wind up in that role, like wherever that is, like the head coaching job here, the GM job there, I work really hard to make sure that I know all of the guys who would be candidates for those jobs.
I'm going to ask you a question that Dan Patrick and no one else asked you today. Okay, because this is important to me. If you got 2 calls, we get off the show today, you get 2 calls. One is, I want you, Albert Breer, to do a cameo on WWE. Or, I want you to be the guy to kick the field goal with McAfee on game day. Which one do you choose?
Is he getting in the ring in the WWE?
Kicker. I would embarrass myself way worse trying to kick the ball than I would like fake throwing a punch. I was a huge WWE guy when I probably stopped watching when I was like 13, maybe. But I'm like
is that the Stone Cold days?
I'm probably in between. It was before that.
WWF probably back then, right, Albert? It was probably still WWF.
Yeah, that's the first thing. It was WWF. And so for me, it would have been like Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Ultimate Warrior,
yes,
Ric Flair,
yes,
like that would have been
the good old days,
right? Like Stone Cold was like more.
I guess that was more my high school time.
College.
Yeah, okay.
Justice
right, so I was in college in 98-02.
Right.
Yeah, so like I think like all of that would have been like I wasn't that into it when I was in college, when I was in high school or college. So like in college, it would be like, oh, it's just on Monday night. Yeah, I'll watch it. You know what I mean? Like if the Monday night game sucked or was whatever. So like there was shit like I didn't follow it that closely. Probably like after like 7th or 8th grade. But yeah, like I was into it like when I was like 5th, 6th grade, right in there. And so it would have been, Hulk Hogan, Undertaker was new, which is crazy and probably really dates me. But yeah, the Ultimate Warrior, there were all kinds of like really offensive, like stereotype guys too. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Oh yeah.
Like there's so much crap that you go back and look at that they would have gotten in so much trouble for now.
I know. Right. I know.
I mean, like Superfly Jimmy Snuka, like
with
that's
the coconut
probably
thing
that was probably offensive.
Yes, with Roddy Piper, yes,
and that was way less offensive than a lot of the other ones.
Yes, yeah. All right,
like,
so
I don't know if you guys remember Kamala, but that was a really bad one.
Oh, like, dude, there's some bad ones.
There were a few of them that were just like, I mean, there would be people like walking away in cuffs for casting the characters based on where we are today, you know.
And all that being said, you'd rather be a WWE cameo than a field goal kicker.
Because like no, but I think WWE cameo just because like in those two situations at 45 years old, it's like what could I walk away with like the least embarrassment from? And like I think like trying to kick a field goal would look really bad.
Here he comes. It's the insider's music. Here's the insider. He's coming in right now.
The amazing Albert.
Although it wouldn't be embarrassing. Although I think it would be more embarrassing for my kids if I did WWE. So that'd have to be a consideration too, right?
Well, you could do it though in regular clothes.
No regular clothes. You
can't do the singlet. You can't go out there in the singlet.
Speedo and boots.
No. Yeah. No, Albert, I love you, but you can't do that, and you're in great shape. I get all that. But if you do it, it's got to be like a regular clothes guy in the crowd. You don't want to be the singlet guy going out there.
No, absolutely not. How'd you guys think Scatabo did?
I was surprised to see him doing that. That ankle must be healing up pretty good.
Injured, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Abdul Carter was like right next to him. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he like could actually pass. He's like he could actually like Scatabo. I thought Scatabo looked kind of small in the context of the wrestlers. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like Carter was standing right next to him. Was like, yeah, that dude could pull it off.
I think I got it nailed. He's the 4-miler insider.
Ooh, there you go.
Albert Breer. Albert, thanks for the time, buddy. We'll talk again next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
That was Albert Breer, MMQB. Go check him out. God, I love talking to that guy. He is so smooth. And by the way, I know you guys think an NFL insider. Let's talk wrestling. Let's do that. Let's do all of that. Coming next with NFL picks and Bodie's highlight of the week. All of our highlights. Ya Highness joins us next. Morning Juice.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've hit your medical deductible, now's the time to see Dr. Mark Levy. Get a custom oral appliance that stops snoring and helps you ditch that CPAP and pay less out of pocket. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com before the year ends.
Hey, you know that chronic pain, your knees, hip, back, shoulders, whatever joint it might be, it can make life feel impossible. But at QC Kinetics, there's a breakthrough treatment that's giving patients relief, some cases even within 1 day. It's called stem wave therapy. This device has been used for over 20 years in Europe, and it's made its way to the United States. And there's a groundswell of demand for the treatments because the patients are getting real relief from acute pain, and they're spreading the word. Here is the most interesting detail of the device. is both a diagnostic and therapeutic, helping Dr. Ray Tesner and the medical team at QC Kinetics find the problem and then trigger your body's own natural healing response. StemWave uses the same technology as lithotripsy, the sound waves that penetrate, spark blood flow, and more cellular activity. That's exactly what you need to promote healing and relief. Wondering if this is a good solution for you or your pain? QC Kinetics is making it easy. Your first treatment is only $49. So call for a consultation and ask about the $49 treatment right here at 380-208-4544.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
The best words to hear at the TSA security checkpoint? You're good to go. All it takes is a little preparation. Get to the airport early. Bring a carry-on bag that fits in the overhead, and have an acceptable ID. Not all state-issued IDs will cut it. Check out tsa.gov/ID and see which TSA acceptable IDs make the grade, like a real ID or passport.
Before you jet, do a little prep, and you're good to go. Check out tsa.gov/ID or the MyTSA app.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Don't let your insurance benefits go to waste. End the year sleeping better with Dr. Mark Levy's oral appliance. No mask, no noise, just results. Hurry, deductibles reset soon. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com today.
Attack and dominate. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
Not Bobby and Tito. It's Bobby. It's Justin Zwick. It's Brody. It's a Brody Thursday. And look, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm making a command decision here now. I don't care what happens. We're going to do our picks, but I want to have our guy, Ya Highness, on while we do them. Let's do the sound first.
Morning Juice presents NFL Picks.
Sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a first-round postseason game, and more. Register today at roosterswings.com.
All right, so we'll do the picks now. We'll have Ya Highness on the video, but he can comment. Hello. Ya Highness is here. Let's go. Okay, so last week, Brody, how'd we do?
Last week, Tito, 6-7-2. Bobby and Jay-Z both went 7-6-2.
Whatever.
Two pushes. So on the year, Jay-Z, you are 7-6-2. Last week was your first.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tito 74-86-4. Bobby is 83-77-4. Tito, you've
Highness is 104.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
Whatever he is, he's amazing.
Come on now, Tito, you've missed a chance to gain some ground on Carp the last couple weeks. We'll start with Thursday Night Football tonight, guys. Buffalo, pretty well. I guess Stroud's out tonight, so I don't know if it's a great game.
Davis Mills,
not a terrible game.
Did Davis Mills have a number after his name, or is he just Davis Mills?
He's got a neck on him, isn't he? That's the guy with the neck.
That's all I know. Is he Davis Mills Jr., the second, the third, or something? Or am I wrong on that one?
I think he's just DM.
DM, okay.
Buffalo's on the road against the Houston Texans. Buffalo's favored by 5.5. Bobby's taking the points. He likes Buffalo.
What do you like there, Jay-Z?
I'm taking Buffalo as well.
I'll lay the 5.5. I'll lay the 5.5. All right, we got next.
All right, next up on to the Sunday 1:00 games here. I think we're out of Europe games.
Yes, we are. I think Europe's done. Yes, the hell with it.
NFC North matchup. Minnesota's on the road against the Green Bay Packers and Lambeau at Lambeau Field. Green Bay's favored by 6.5. Carp is laying the points.
I will lay the points as well. By the way, Phil J says he's 85-79 NFL picks this year on Bishop and Friends. Whatever. Thank you, Phil J. I will take Green Bay. I will lay the points.
Yeah, I'm taking Green Bay as well on that one.
All right, you're all on the Packers. You guys are going so fast. I got to write this down.
I know. Come on, we got to get to Your Highness.
I'm trying, Tito.
I know you are. He loves you. You love him.
Indianapolis is on the road against Kansas City. Chiefs favored by 3.5. Wow. They need a game here. They kind of need to win this one, and Colts are playing well, though.
God, they do.
Bobby likes the Chiefs.
That's a good call by Bobby. He's finally getting smart. I'll take KC minus 3.5.
Not so fast, my friends.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go Colts, baby. Danny Dimes.
All right. He's got
Indiana
Danny Dimes.
Jones. Yep. New England's on the road against the Bengals. Patriots 8.5-point favorites on the road in this game. Bobby, he's taking the point, laying the points though. He likes New England.
He's wrong on that one. I'll take the Bengals. I'll take the 8.5 points. Joe Flacco. I don't care about Jamar Chase. T. Higgins gonna be great. Chase Brown has a big game. The Patriots win by 7, but not 8.5.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals as well. I agree with that. I think they lose the game probably, but they stay in it and keep it close.
All right, Pittsburgh's on the road against the Bears. Chicago favored by 2.5. Bobby likes the Steelers, though.
You had me at Pittsburgh. Yes, Pittsburgh's in it. Pittsburgh getting 2.5. Give it to me all day.
I'm going Chicago. I think their run continues.
I like it. I think they have the second best record in the conference right now, if I'm not mistaken.
And is Aaron playing this weekend?
Not sure yet. We'll
he's
break
got
the wrist.
he's got that wrist.
That,
Can you take a snap?
Look, it's his non-throwing wrist.
I know, but you got to take a snap. Those things.
Listen to Bodie. Bodie, where's the wrist?
They got Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Where's the
Reindeer out
wrist?
there, a hell of a long way from the
Thank
heart.
you.
The Jets are on the road against the Baltimore Ravens.
Good
I almost said Baltimore Bills. I don't know why there. Huge number in this one. I think this is probably the biggest spread. It's tied for the biggest spread of the weekend. Baltimore, 13.5-point favorites. Bobby, though, he says, give me the New York Jets, Jets.
I'm going to lay the points. I know. Well, look, Jax is questionable. So this is a weird time to ask that question, but give me the Ravens. Lay the points.
I'm going with the Jets as well. What, they got Tyrod Taylor playing this weekend, right?
That's right, they do, yes. Tyrod.
All right, the G-Men, they're on the road against the Detroit Lions. Detroit, 10.5-point favorites. Bobby likes the Lions.
I will lay the points as well. I don't believe Cam Scattaboo or Jackson Dart are walking through that door, to quote Rick Pitino or Wick Pitino. Lay the points, though. Detroit minus 10.5.
I'm going Detroit here as well. The Giants just don't have enough, I don't think.
All right, Seattle looking for a bounce back. They're on the road against the Tennessee Titans. Seahawks are favored by 13.5 on the road in this game. Bobby likes the Seattle Seahawks.
I will take the Seahawks this as well. Tennessee's a dumpster fire. Give me the Seahawks, lay the points.
I'm going against the grain. Give me the Tennessee Titans and 13.5.
Jacksonville, they're 2.5-point favorites on the road in the desert against the Arizona Cardinals. Bobby likes the Jags.
I will take the Cardinals in this one. I think that Cardinals getting points at home. Jacoby Brissett. I know MHJ is not going to play this week, but I will still take the Cardinals and get the points, 2.5.
I'm going with Jacksonville on this one. I went against them last week and it burnt me.
All right, your Cleveland Browns on the road. Shedeur Sanders. They're on the road against the Las Vegas Raiders. Vegas favored by 3.5. Bobby says, "Give me those points." The Brownies cover.
No, they don't. It's Vegas minus 3.5. The Vegas defense is going to make Shedeur see ghosts. Give me the Vegas Raiders laying 3.5.
Shedeur is going to go off in this game.
Wow.
I'm taking the Brownies.
Look at that.
All right, America's Game of the Week features America's team undefeated in the Quinnen Williams era. Philadelphia Eagles on the road, due for a loss against the Dallas Cowboys. Philly favored by 3.5 at Jerry World, but Bobby says, give me the Dallas Cowboys.
Of course he does.
Of course he does. Yeah,
he's a damn homer. He has to, yes.
Exactly.
Because he's still on the ticket list. I will take Dallas getting 3.5 as well. I'm not on the ticket list, but I want Bobby to give me the tickets. Give me Dallas getting 3.5.
Moving day. I'm taking Philly.
Ooh.
All right. Last of the 4 o'clock games here. Atlanta's on the road against the Saints. No Michael Penix in this one. I think he's out for the year, right? With that
yes, he's out for the year now. Yes, he is.
The Saints are favored by 1.5.
That's amazing.
Bobby, he likes the Saints, though.
Give me Kirk Cousins. I think Atlanta does win this game, and I think that getting 1.5, yes. I'd take him on the money line, but they're going to win it.
And Kirk shows them all why he should have been the starter all year long.
Why he's paid $75 million a year.
Exactly.
All right, Sunday Night Football, pretty good game here. Tampa Bay's on the road against the LA Rams, and so Rams favored by 6.5. Bobby likes the Bucs, though.
Big number. Give me the Bucs. I think the Rams win, but I think the Bucs keep it close.
I think it's time for Baker to have another good game. He tends to go up and down, and this is going to be a good one for him.
All right, Monday Night Football. Pretty good game here. Wouldn't have said that, probably. Wouldn't have guessed to say that a couple months ago. But Carolina's on the road against the San Francisco 49ers in Santa Clara. The Niners are favored by 7. Bobby likes San Fran.
I'll take San Fran as well. I think that Carolina's a fake decent.
fake decent.
They're the bad team.
I'm taking San Fran as well on that one.
All right. There's our picks. Now let's bring on Ya Highness.
Let's see what he thought about our picks.
First of all, Ya Highness, you can tell emotions. He wears them on his sleeve. You can see it. I saw a couple times. He had reactions there. Ya Highness, how are you this morning, my friend? And you had a good week last week?
I have a good week every week I wake up there because it is good being Ya Highness. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, let's get to something because it's been bugging me because Jay keeps coming on, and that's fine. I like Jay. Jay's a good-looking guy. But I couldn't figure out. He was an Ohio State quarterback. I couldn't figure out who he was. Like, I knew the name. I was like, when you were playing like 2003, 4, 5 at Ohio State, is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was like a junior, senior in high school. I would have known the Ohio State quarterback. So I had to go look at some old pictures, Jay. And I'm telling you right now, keep the facial hair. Keep the facial hair. I thought it was the second coming of Joe Germain. This pretty clean cut boy, right? We had Joe Germain and then Jay-Z. I mean, I didn't realize how clean cut you were. The facial hair does wonders, and I'm sure your wife appreciates it.
Well,
all right, let's get to the business. No, I didn't realize how much of a pretty boy. Coming out of high school. I didn't realize that.
Oh, that's pretty back in the day.
Mr. All-American. Yeah. Keep to the facial hair.
His high school sweetheart married Marcus Freeman.
The coach for Notre Dame?
Yep. That's the one.
Wasn't he a linebacker at Ohio State?
He was,
Yes, he was.
Okay, all right, yeah. I paid more attention to the offensive ball. But anyways.
As you should.
It finally clicked. I saw your I had to go back through the Google images and find your
I'm surprised I have any on there. I don't think Google was around back in those days.
I think you had the highlighted tips and the spiked up.
Did he really?
That was
I don't remember that.
That was the look back then.
The earrings? No.
He had highlighted tips?
No earrings.
Maybe.
I think so.
Oh, wow.
That'd have been an old school one.
I did back in like 2005.
Everybody did back in those days. I looked like Slim Shady in high school. We did the whole thing. We dyed the whole hair, peroxide.
All right, let's get to business, boys.
Yes.
Let's get to business. Nobody wants to hear about the 20-year-old hairstyles. Let's go.
All right, Thursday Night Football tonight. We've got a Bills-Texans game. What do you like about this game?
Probably something else on TV. Thursday Night Football, so hard to watch. So CJ's out, right? So you guys already mentioned
Davis Mills the fourth. Yes.
Yeah, throwing the ball. So I was looking back. I think he's played like the last 3 games, if I'm correct. So I was starting to look at some of the skill position plays because obviously if a different quarterback can change their roles and how they get the ball. Woody Marks' volume just keeps going up. So I'm going to throw you a little parlay. DraftKings has a boost over there. You can use at least 3 legs. I'm going to give you 4 legs, but they work together. So Woody Marks is the running back. He's actually, I think, edged out Chubb as far as volume moving forward. So I have him getting 14 carries for at least 60 yards. That's 2 legs of your parlay tonight. And then Mills is like he only has 1 wide receiver on the team. He throws the ball like 14 times a game to Nico Collins. Now, whether he catches it or not is a different story. But give me 7 catches for Nico Collins and 70 yards, which he's done every single time Mills has been the starting quarterback. Marks, 14 carries he had 2 weeks ago. He had 18 last week. So I think he's trending in the right way. His yards per carry scare me a little bit. I need that number up closer to 4 yards per carry for this to make sense. But the Bills average 5.2 on defense. Bills' rush defense is not very good. So that is, you should get that at plus 436. So $100 bill should get you a win of $432.
He is Ya Highness, WeWinYouWin.com. And look, we track your stuff. You always do great with your picks. We appreciate that. I'm curious what's going on. I love the fact you do this stuff for charity. You people are gambling. We're all degenerates, but so the degenerates are gambling. Yes. But then some of the money that us degenerates give out is also going to charity. What's going on with your Thanksgiving squares?
Yes, so Thanksgiving Day squares, I think as of right now, there's 54 sold. So that means we're a little over halfway, which is a little bit ahead of where we're normally at. Normally we have about 40 to 45 about a week out, and then the big rush here a week, heading into Thanksgiving. So I expect to sell out by Tuesday of next week. But head over to WeWinYouWin.com. It's $60 a square. We give $10 each square to the Heather Downs Hurricanes, which is a 12U boys baseball team out of the Toledo, Ohio area. It's going to pay for their tournament entries, their uniforms, all that stuff. Here's the thing. I'm a great guy. I love it. I've given my time to Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Special Olympics, everything throughout my life. But more importantly is I need new athletes to bet on. So we got to get these kids up and going. That's the real crux. So we got to get these kids up and going so they turn into some professionals. Oh, that's a joke. But in all seriousness,
I've been following this kid since he was in T-ball.
Yeah, since he was 12 years old.
Swing and miss on the first one in T-ball. Swing and miss on the first one in T-ball.
So, but yeah, it's a great cause. Each month we run a contest. So we'll run the Super Bowl squares coming up. And then March Madness is a very interesting twist. Everybody does brackets and squares and all sorts of stuff. I'm going to hit you guys with something you've never heard or seen before, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself.
That's a tease.
That's professional. I'm learning how to be a radio.
That's a tease right there. Thanksgiving Day games. I'm telling you right now, Your Highness, as a fantasy football player's played since 1980, one of the things I'd love to have are guys going on Thanksgiving. I will overpay for guys in trades to make sure I get guys going on Thanksgiving. Is it difficult for you to handicap, more difficult or the same, for Thanksgiving Day games?
I would say the same. And here's a fantasy football memory that will stick with me, and this is probably 25 years old, maybe. Lendell White, I think, right? Yeah. He was the USC running back that ended up, I want to say, Tennessee.
Tennessee, yes, he did.
They played Tennessee, I want to say, played Detroit on Thanksgiving, maybe 20-some years ago, and Lendell White didn't have many yards, but I think he had 2 or 3 touchdowns, which won me that fantasy. Brody, look that up for me. This would have been 2007, maybe, I'm guessing. But Lendell White, I think he was the backup. He was like the goal line back for maybe the Tennessee.
It was the Titans. It was the Titans. We had a buddy from Ohio State down there. He punched him in the face during practice. Donnie Nicky.
That doesn't surprise me.
Remember? Yeah, exactly.
Thanksgiving of
right?
2000.
Was it Reggie Bush and Lendell White at USC?
Yes, it was them. Yep. Brody's got something for you here.
Yeah, and Thanksgiving of 2008, the 11-1
I was 1 year off.
Tennessee Titans beat the winless Detroit Lions. They would go winless that whole season there. 47-10. CJ2K, Chris Johnson, 125 yards on the ground and 2 scores. And then his backup, Lendale White, also had 106 yards on the ground and also 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was my third-string running back or my flex play that thing in fantasy football. I crushed it. So, yeah. So I was a year off. I thought it was 2007, 2008. But, yeah, that's my one fantasy football moment on Thanksgiving that will always stick with me. But, yeah, the Titans were eating turkey that day.
He is Ya Highness, WeWinYouWin.com. Tell us all about your podcast, please.
So head over to the YouTubes. That little @ symbol, Shut Up and Bet. That's the channel. We're starting to grow. I'm up to a whopping 130-some people. Now, mind you, I've only been doing this for a few months, so bear with me, and I'm terrible at plugging myself. But every day I give out a free play, which I try to be funny. It's supposed to be educational and
try to be
funny,
and
folks.
Succeed, Your Highness.
Hey, by the way, so if you're following the free play, we do it around like a $25 unit better. You should be up around $1,300 just on the one day free play. And that's not even that great, to be honest with you.
Well, it's not even counting Little League T-ball.
Yeah. Do you know, so I went to college in Florida. You may not have known this. And so I got to watch Tim Tebow play his senior year at Ponte Vedra High School. That's showing my age a little bit. Do you know the amount of gambling that goes on at Florida high school football games? Like, you might not know about this. The amount of gambling that goes on in Florida high school football game that was the most mind-boggling thing. Is you got dads, or I think dads, out there running side hustles, betting high school football games. Hey, yo, Unc, let me get 100 on Tebow, you know? But I don't know how that works. So we do the free play. Oh, Fridays is Tito's favorite show. I put out a 4 to 5 minute show on Friday. Yes. What's it called, Tito? You remember what the show's called?
Long Bong
Bets. And that's when I give you 4 $20 plus money plays. We did go 2-2 last week. Should be up over $100. But it's all plus money long shot type stuff. Like we had the Dolphins money line against the Bills a couple weeks ago.
That's a good one.
I can't remember what we did last week. I think we won both the. Here's the thing. You remember the infomercial from about 20 years ago with the little oven thing, and the guy puts in and goes, set it and forget it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's the way I bet it and forget it. I can't remember what I bet yesterday. I don't even know what I'm betting today. If you want to know something crazy, this might shock a lot of people real quick here. Do you know how many official bets I've made this calendar year?
How many?
We're closing in on 2,000.
Oh, my God.
1,956.
What?
Yeah, that's like 100 bets, 120 bets a month.
Yeah, that's 4 a day. There you go. By the way, Patrick,
we're moving money.
Patrick says in the chat, by the way, just so you know, he's an Irish fan, so speak slowly. He said you're up to 134 now on your YouTube thing, so he said you're welcome.
You.
So 134. Tell people how they get onto the Thanksgiving squares.
Yeah, so the website is wewinyouwin.com. That's wewinyouwin.com. That'll get you the homepage. From there, you can navigate, go to Thanksgiving Day Square tab, any of the tabs on there, really. Here's the deal. You say his name was Jason?
That's Patrick. He's an Irish fan, so talk slow.
Okay. Tuppity, morning to you there, Patrick. Since you're subscribed, you can email me at my first name, Chad, at wewinyouwin.com. Anybody that's subscribed to that YouTube channel, I'm giving free access to the community through the rest of the month. So you got about 10 days or so left. You can take advantage of that. And I'd like to give a shout out to my other experts. Look, I'm not the only person giving out plays in our community. We have one of my guys handles all the prop bets. He's up, let's see, like 55 units on NFL player props, and he crushes NBA as well. He's up about 10, but again, the season's still due there. And then shout out to Mark Tiggs is my college basketball guy. He's up over 25 units betting college basketball so far this year. So again, it's not just me, folks. There's a whole group of us. It's a team. We like to tackle the books as the team. So anyways, is that my time yet? I feel like
no. I'm letting you know. Listen, I'm tell you, I will say this publicly. Hey, talk to you next week, but I know I'll talk to you before that because we will communicate. But make sure you go check him out. And he is Ya Highness. WeWinYouWin.com. Go watch everything he does. The guy knows what he's doing. And we got to talk about next week because Thanksgiving's on Thursday. We don't have a show.
Oh, yeah.
We got to figure that out.
Is there a show, no show?
There's no show Thursday.
I'll do Wednesday and Friday.
That's what we got to figure out. We're going to do something with you, though. We'll figure out Wednesday or Friday. We will talk about that. You're the man. Thank you, brother. We'll talk next week.
We should do sometime. Yeah. And maybe when we got to wait till Bobby's on. But we should. I'm gonna come to Columbus one of these times. Maybe
dude,
not.
You have to.
Let's go.
It's too cold. It's too cold right now.
God, you're such
but
a
we should make some
Toledo.
Type of
it's not. No. Okay. Go ahead.
Sir, Mr. Jeff Tito.
Yes. Go ahead.
Can I have your attention,
please? Go ahead.
It's freezing in Ohio right now.
Freezing in Ohio.
It's not. It's actually nice out.
On the audio, Brody, just went to the board. He's like, he's going to kill all of this.
Hey, we've got a dump button now. We have a 16-second dump button. So if you would drop an F word or something, we can fix it.
Can we try real quick? Ready?
No.
Mother father.
That wasn't a challenge.
Mother father.
Okay, there we go.
Nope. Mother father. Nope.
Okay.
Cheese and rice.
You gonna come here?
All the good ones. You guys understand? I spent 10 years in the casino business where you could kind of skirt the line a little bit on what you could say. So I got a lot of jokes and a lot of one-liners that just kind of
flow.
Somewhat professional. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. I got a lot to do today. We got Thursday night football. Make sure you put that parlay in. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Even if you hate me, even if you hate my guts, hit that subscribe button and just mute me. That works for me. I don't care. What do I care for? Hit the subscribe button. I love you, folks. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, by the way, if you're in the community, I'm trying to give away $200 of my own money to you, the peoples. Because why? Because I don't need this money. You don't take it when you leave the earth. So give it away while you got it. Come get Your Highness's money and join the community and figure out why. By the way, I don't talk about this much, Tito. We have a 91% retention rate, which means 9 out of 10 people join the community never leave.
I'm not leaving.
Oh, Oh, last thing. You guys were talking about blood type, and I had this in the hopper, and I forgot. I'm positive that I got THC in my blood. All right, guys, I'm out.
You're the man. That was Ya Highness. We win you in .com. He's the best. We'll take Scottish Juice next.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. When the game's on the line, you press hard, you hustle, you stay focused, and give it everything you got. Pressure brings out the best in people. That's how business works too. Have you ever met what seemed like an impossible deadline? Saved a deal from going off a cliff at the last minute? Here's Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, on their local partnership and dedication to doing whatever it takes.
Thanks, Bobby. At Riverside Bank of Dublin, we're proud to be on your team, helping local businesses manage cash, fund growth, and invest in what's next. From startups to seasoned pros, we bring the full court press every day for our clients.
That's right, Travis. Our team at Riverside Bank is just as hungry as you are to grow and prosper. That mentality shows up in everything we do. Your business deserves a banking partner that's invested in your success. Look for a new branch location at Bridge Park in 2026.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. You think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
What does it mean to give 100%? It means giving everything you've got, every single day. That's why the V Foundation gives 100% of every dollar donated directly to cancer research. So no matter what you give, we give 100% for life-saving research victories, 100% to making new discoveries that lead to innovative treatments, 100% to groundbreaking cancer research that could one day save someone you love. We know cancer research is working. Over the last 30 years, an estimated 4.5 million lives have been saved thanks to game-changing research breakthroughs. But there is more work to do. That's why the V Foundation gives 100% of every dollar donated directly to cancer research. We will always give 100% to accelerate victory over cancer.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Donate today at v.org.
Bobby's knees hurt from doing battle with some of football's toughest warriors. Tito's knees hurt from begging Bobby to let him host this show.
Oh, pick me! Oh, I know, me!
This is Morning Juice.
I didn't beg. I did not beg, okay? I didn't beg.
That's what they just told me.
No, fix that damn promo. I didn't beg. Whatever, it's content. Love you, Highness. Love our Breer. Love this.
What's got you juiced?
Sponsored by Billiards Plus. Find your next grill and everything you need for the master griller. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
All right, Bodie, it's Thursday. What's got your legs juiced?
I like the real cookie dough where you go in and it's in the bowl, and you got the little scooper and you scoop it out there. I'm not going to lie when I say if I want to have a little side nugget like dessert, I'll just eat an entire row of those. And they come in like batches of 4. I don't know how many are in the packet, probably 20. I just make sure like everything I do, it's kind of feng shui. Like if there's 4 in there, I can't just eat 3. I'll just eat the 4th.
My sister and I, when we were kids, on more than one occasion, would just buy those just full like cylinder things of a cookie dough and just eat it. Probably not the healthiest thing in the world, but hey, man, we're still
delicious.
Here. And it was fantastic. You don't need to throw that thing in the oven. Just straight eat it, man. Eat it raw. It was great.
He said feng shui, not feng shui. Feng shui. That's fine. Whatever.
Also, hopefully Joe Burrows can get back in the lineup for the Bengals.
There we go. Joe Burrows. Maybe go to Kroger's.
Well, exactly. What's got me juiced today, guys? Be quick here since Ya Highness ate up a lot of our time. That's
which is great.
No complaints.
Yes.
Yeah, that had me juiced. What also has me juiced, I mentioned this yesterday, I went back to Lakewood, where I went to high school there in Hebron, to the middle school for a little career day sort of thing. Some highlights of it, just touch on the highlights here. One kid asked if I was famous, and I was like, not quite.
I think you're famous.
Not quite. I pointed. I said,
you should have said yes. He wouldn't know.
I had our show from yesterday just kind of like playing in the background so they could see it a little bit. And I was like, that guy on the right, not so famous, but that guy on the left, his name's Jeff Tito.
Was it reversed?
He hasn't.
Oh, I was on. Okay.
I was just kidding. I will say it hurt my heart a little bit when I was pointing to Bobby. And I was like, so he played for the Buckeyes? And I was like, did some quick math. And I'm like, yeah, so he played before any of you guys were alive.
Sure.
And I was a kid watching him growing up. So that was fun there. And then another highlight from it, maybe a low light, frankly, walking the halls of a place that I haven't been in 15 years and realizing how long ago that was.
And how small it is.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. That kind of messed with my mind a little bit. I was like, I was here for 3 years. How is this possible that this was 15 years ago? That cannot mathematically be correct. But it definitely is. That wasn't, I don't know.
It just gets worse, brother. I'll tell you that.
It's getting
worse.
Last but not least, so my stepmom, Amy, she's the one who works at the school and asked me to come down or whatever. So I did that. And she said, once you're done, though, you got to go talk to the gym teacher. His name's Andrew. Say hi to him. He wants to talk to you. I was like, okay, no problem. So I went down there. When I tell you guys this man is sick in the head, and I mean that in the most sincere compliment ever, I think I found my match. I walked in. It was on. We weren't talking Jeremiah Love or Marcus Freeman. We were talking about this next recruiting class for the Irish. And this guy puts diehard fans to shame. So
are you Forrest Gump and that's your son? He's named Bodie. That's my name too.
So, shout out to the gym teacher, Andrew. I believe it's Bubonic, if I'm remembering the last name correctly there. And saying that right.
Bubonic would be better, but go ahead.
So, he has the gym teacher there at Lakewood Middle School. To say die hard, he told me, he's like, I went to every playoff game last year. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. I was like, I was at the IU game. He's like, why didn't you go to more? I was like, well, financially. He's like,
paying gym teachers good up that way. What's going on here?
I respect that. So shout out to him. I think I spent more time talking to him than I did any of those kids.
They were like, screw these kids. This was awesome. Let's talk about recruiting.
That was a fun time. Good time talking about the Irish with anybody there. So that all has me juiced on this Thursday. Friday for me, Tito, because I'll be back in on Monday. So. Super juiced about that. Jay-Z, what you got for us?
I'm super juiced. You got tomorrow off. I got the next week off, basically. So I'm super juiced to get out of town and enjoy my Thanksgiving with no real responsibilities. I get back in town just in time for the game. Come in, do a little post game after that, and next week's looking pretty nice. So
I've heard those
post
game shows the last 4 years have kind of been like.
Well, luckily I haven't been on, so it's gonna be a little switch because it's my first year. So I'm bringing some luck here because I heard that after a game like that, it might be tough to get a coach, and the show's a little bit different after a loss.
A few years ago, I don't know what it was now because everything meshes together when you're this old. Doing the day after the Missouri game, the Cotton Bowl game, and how depressing that was. I did it with Baker, and it was just such we weren't drinking, but we should have been. And it's like, oh, God, this sucks. It was awful. But this year, I think will be different.
Yes.
I hope it will be different at least. So, yes, Ohio State. It's Michigan week for me. I don't care. Go to hell, Rutgers. Seriously, Rutgers.
Not even a Big Ten team anymore.
Seriously, let's go 9-11. I don't care. We'll still win. It's not a big deal. But yes, so that's what's got me juiced is that it's Michigan week. I don't care. I'm going to start my Michigan week festivities early, and hopefully I don't jinx it, but I will, today, I'm going to watch the thing I usually watch on Saturday night, which is the OSU Michigan documentary about the game on HBO. I will go back and watch that and see that. I may even drunk call Rex Kern this weekend. We'll see. But I'm excited about that. So thank you to our guest today. Thank you to Albert Breer. Thank you to Ya Highness. Anyway, Ya Highness is the best.
National treasure.
Yes, he is. Thank you, Brody. Enjoy your time off. Thank you, Jay-Z. Enjoy your time off. Tomorrow, it's me. It's Big Mo. It's Austin Ward. We'll do that tomorrow.